I beg to differ that this matter is sub judice. And I stand on privilege 10, order 10.
No, sorry.
Dear Senate President, please, with due respect, do you mind? I have raised an order 10 privileges, sir, please. It's my right, Senate President. Order 10 on privileges, please.
What is
I believe, and please, would you?
You see, they muted her. You see, they muted her. Hi, God. Why can't they allow this woman to speak?
I'm hearing you.
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he or she shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that the contempt or breach of privilege has been committed. I stand and I believe herefore, sir, that your denial, your refusal to accept and treat my petition before the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges and Abuse of my privileges, and I say forth, that this matter is not it is not before the court. The matter before the court is on the defamation and cyberbullying statements made by your special assistant on new media, Mr. Patrick Conform, who addressed my decent outfits as transparent, thereby depicting that I walk sedulously and naked to the chambers. That is the nature of the petition of the case in court. This petition, sir, has never been filed. The petition that alleges, or should I say, accuses you of making sexual harassment moves, abusing your office, and making malicious obstructions to my legislative functions has not been tendered anywhere before, no court in Nigeria. So, sir, I would appreciate if you kindly accept my petition and forward same to the Ethics and Privileges Committee so it could be treated. Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
Order is sustained. Yes, dismissed Senator.
Mr. President, you know, some of us who are elderly in this chamber will have to come out for posterity. This matter is already in court from both sides. And there have been a ruling of an injunction which restrained the Senate from interfering in this matter. I saw it today. The issue of this particular petition, you have already ruled and put the gavel down. Therefore, the observance of the rules of the Senate, Section 47 and the other sections that have been quoted by my learned brother there, should be the responsibility of that committee. So close the matter, hand over to the committee, then the committee will be privileged to look into the rules and then take whatever decision is appropriate under our rules. So there is no need to extend this issue. It will be more damaging to this institution and to us.
Leader, your point of order is sustained. Distinguished colleagues, no, let me come. The Senate actually referred her matter, not because I was not aware of the provisions of the rule, I was, but it's because when people are watching from outside, they may not know that we are guided by, I will call it laws, allowed by the Nigerian Constitution for us to make. I sustain your point of order. I've also sustained that of the observation of the former leader of the Nigerian Senate, distinguished Senator Abdullahi. So, Senate Leader, please.
Mr. President, and very distinguished colleagues, unfortunately, I am not sure any of us had ever envisaged that a day like this will come in the life of the 10th Senate, but it has come. And we still have to do what we have to do in overriding public interests. Because it's not about distinguished Senator Natasha and the Senate President. is about the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I urge all our colleagues to note two things. One, Order 40, sub 4, says no senator bringing a petition shall be the author. The essence of this rule is to allow us as elected representatives of the people, senators, to present and lay petitions on behalf of our constituents. The alternative to that is the matter of privilege, Order 10. That's what we can do. Not to bring a petition. Mr. President, I sympathize with you. As a man being accused of sexual harassment, I am not going to comment on that because there will be an ample opportunity for the relevant authorities to deal with that. But I know, dear colleagues, that distinguished Senator Natasha went to court on a matter, then appeared on Arise TV on another matter, talking about sexual harassment. And the wife of the President of the Senate, Mrs. Uloma Akpabio, on behalf of the family, the children, went to court. And parties have been served on allegation of sexual harassment. So it is important for the public to know, and also our observers, including our foreign observers, who are also parliamentarians from the United Kingdom, to know that political as this matter can be, we cannot be emotional about it. We are guided by two things. Actually, three different things. We are guided by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, Section 60 of which says, we shall regulate our procedure. Secondly, we are guided by the rules of this Senate. Section 40, subsection 4, of which also says, no senator shall personally sign a petition to be laid before this Senate. It's not about committee on ethics. It's not about waiting for the committee to take a decision. It's about whether this matter is right to be referred to the committee. Mr. Senate President, you were being emotional because you didn't want to be seen as trying to stop this allegation. That was why you even allowed it to be referred. The Senate erred by referring it to the court. It's not competent to stand before the Senate. That is the issue. It was signed by the most distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, for whom I have a lot of respect. We cannot rewrite our rules because of anyone, and we'll be setting a dangerous precedent. Number three, other than Constitution and the rules, the Senate is guided by customs and conventions, parliamentary customs and conventions. In all of these, Mr. President, this petition cannot stand for two reasons. One, the issues and allegations of sexual harassment are already issued before the court. And two, because it is defective. The petition is defective and it's in violation of Order 40, subsection 4 of our rules. And in view of this, Mr. President, I just want to say that there is no way we can accept this petition. And having said this, Mr. President, may I then most respectfully, since we have said we should go to the next order of the day, may I then respectfully urge our colleagues that we proceed to an executive session.
My people, these people, what is happening right now is baffling. The reason why it's baffling is this. For me, like I said before, as of this moment, the Senate President, we are not sure if he's guilty of the accusation. You are not sure, I'm not sure. So at this moment, we leave it as allegation. Allegedly, right? But my concern is that why are they trying to shut Natasha up? Why are they trying why is it that almost all the senators are backing up the Senate President? It's crazy. But meanwhile, we have another senator here who went to Arise to speak on this matter. Listen to this.
Regard. And what are the privileges that Senator Akpabio may probably be entitled to in terms of privilege? After all, parliamentary work is covered by certain privileges.
Okay, like I said, it is with reluctance that I'm appearing on your show today. You can appreciate that, Dr. Abati, you being a lawyer yourself. I'm the chairman, Standing Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petition. And the matter you just spoke about is before me. And so I cannot and I will not comment on such matters, outside the committee hearing, especially when the issue is still before us. You can appreciate why that is the case. Whether or not distinguished Senator Natasha has privileges, of course she has privileges, just like any other senator, and her privileges will be protected, and she will get a fair hearing in this matter.
Okay, Senator, I don't know whether what you have said is helpful to our viewers, but the issue is there are two things on the table. Sitting arrangement, if you could enlighten us about that. Is it standard practice for the Senate to just say, oh, don't sit there, we have changed the sitting arrangement? And then this thing about sex in the Senate, cockadry in the Senate. I mean, you can comment generally on that without prejudice.
Well, Dr. Abati, you...
Please go ahead.
Dr. Abati, again, thank you. The issue of sex in the Senate is already before a law court, I believe. And that makes the whole conversation sub judice. I cannot be commenting on any matter that is before a law court of competent jurisdiction. Like I said, that would be sub judice. And as a lawyer myself, I have to respect that privilege that a court has over matters that is before it. So I don't have any opinion on that. I really can't comment on this sex allegation that you're speaking about. On the city arrangement, again, that is the crux of the matter before us in the committee. I can only direct you to Order 6 of our order book, which regulates the activities in the Senate. And it tells you right there that seats are allocated to senators, just like our offices. My office was allocated to me. I didn't have to choose any office. You are sworn in, you come into the National Assembly, and you are given your office, and your seat arrangements already given to you. And from time to time, of course, anything can happen within the chambers that may necessitate a reallocation of seats. That's all I can say on that matter.
All right, thank you, Senator Maswen. Good to see you on the show. Thanks for your time with us today. So the only court, I think the only matter before the court that I'm aware of, I'll come back.
Okay. Senator, please, couple of things. As you're a lawyer, as regards the sexual harassment matter, you also know that case was not a case of defamation filed by the Senate President's wife. It doesn't bother on the determination, you can correct me if I'm wrong, on sexual harassment. The motions I saw was as regards stoppage of, defamation. So we can talk generally as regards interplay between male and female senators in the Senate. And I also refer you to the case of Iretiola Kingibe, which she had a tiff back and forth in the Senate. So there have been many cases of, the rights of women trampled upon in the Senate. What's your outlook on this matter? These are general matters. What's your outlook on this matter?
Well, we were 4 female senators in this 10th assembly. And I will tell you straight up that I'm very close to at least 3 of them. I sit next to Senator Reti Kingigbe, and I consider her as a friend. The issue that you're speaking about, again, does not bother on sexual harassment against her. Again, it's a matter of privilege. I don't also think that is directed to any individual because of their sex. If I were to give you my own experience, there are many occasions that I also would complain, and I do complain. Because there are times I raise up my hands and the Senate President does not recognize me, and he recognizes someone that is behind me, and I'm wondering why is that so? But he cannot entertain every individual or every senator at a sitting who have an opinion on any matter that is on the floor. And so it is his prerogative. I don't believe that he does so because of the sex of the senator. I really do not believe that. The Senate President, in my opinion, which I will give based on what happens on the floor, has not, in my opinion, made any sexual remarks to any of the female senators. And I don't think that any of the female senators have also complained about sexual harassment against him or anybody. We joke a lot in the Senate. I must let you know that. The Senate is not, I don't know how to say it, but the Senate is a place where we all converge to discuss about the matters that affect the country, 1. 2, after a while, having, sit in the Senate for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, you understand that there will be familiarity of some sort where we even call each other by first name. I remember when we first got to the Senate, we addressed each other by Mr. or Miss and so on and so forth. But now we call each other by first name because we see each other every day in the chambers, we sit close to each other, and we also confer with one another. And so if the familiarity is what it is that is considered some sort of harassment, I don't know. But for me, I do not think that that the conduct of the Senate President on the floor is such that is against the female in the chambers. I do not think so.
Speaking as regards the conduct of the Senate President, there was a time before he even became Senate President where he also called for his privileges to be respected in the time where Bukola Saraki was Senate President. And we all saw that on occasion, how it went then. And, the Senate President, too, in the spirit of joke, has also made many very funny jokes. You remember the jokes of prayers to your account or email addresses? Maybe, Senator, you might tell me what those prayers were about to your email addresses. The issue of the 9th Club, and what we saw as regards how, Senator Reti Kingigbe was shouted down, and you were pretty much saying, no, that's not the case, that you sit close to her. And she has also come to grant an interview. But I also want you to tell me more about Order 10, privileges of a senator, which I sort of think is like your filibuster like they have in America in the Senate here, that when you have something pertinent to say, at least you should be accorded that right of saying it. You want to tell me more about that?
Well, like I said before, every senator has that privilege to speak, but you also have to be recognized. In the Senate, there's order. You can imagine 109 senators, if we were to speak as at when we want to speak, we'll all become barbarians because there will be no order. And so the person that has the gavel to bring about this order is the Senate President. It's his responsibility to conduct the Senate in an appropriate manner. Talking about the jokes, I think that is one of the qualities that the Senate President has. You may not know, but there are many occasions where it is very tense in the Senate over issues, and then he cracks the joke and we all relax, laugh over it, and then move on. Yes, you might say that he might have some jokes too far. Yeah, I acknowledge that. But without that personality that he has to be able to douse certain situations that are so tense, maybe you would have been having fights in the Senate.
Martin, Natasha is the only woman at this moment that I know that is very, very, very brave. This woman is stepping on toes, not just anyhow toes. Number three man in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Senate President. Natasha is stepping on toes. She has submitted a petition for sexual harassment and abuse of office. I want you guys to listen to what Natasha have to say. Also listen to what Akpabio have to say in response. According to Akpabio, they tell us now, say, all my life, I have never sexually abused any woman. They beg the social media now, social media platform most especially, that we should take it easy on him. Make we allow court pass judgment. Which I agree with him. But what doing well? What is going on right now must be investigated. Guys, listen to what Senator Natasha Akpoti have to say and what the Senate President have to say in response. Listen to this.
The Senate by a senator who shall affix his or her name at the beginning thereof. The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions. You may recall, sir, that on Friday in Arise TV, I did make some statements. And I have decided to narrow these statements in a formal petition against the President of this Senate. So if it may please you, I would humbly step forward and lay this petition.
You may proceed. Distinguished colleagues, this petition is hereby referred to the Committee on Code of Conduct, Ethics, and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate as soon as practicable.
Petition
Wishes to announce that he has been inundated with calls since the 28th day of February 2025 over some spurious allegations making the rounds in the social media and on television about a purported harassment of the distinguished Senator Natasha Akpabio. While I am aware that the matters are in court, however, I would like to state clearly that at no time did I ever attempt any sexual harassment on the said distinguished Senator Akpabio or any other woman for that matter. I and my siblings were raised very well. My late single mother, she died in year 2000. Through very difficult times, and I therefore have the highest regards for women. Even at demise, I still cry to you today. I also wish to state that I also have 4 beautiful daughters. So at no time will I ever harass any woman, and I've never done so. In addition, even as a state governor, I was awarded various awards. One of them was the one you wish to know, the most gender-friendly governor in Nigeria. I served between 2007 and 2015. To God be the glory. In conclusion, I urge all Nigerians, particularly the media, and then, of course, the members of the social media, to await the court's decision. And please do not jump to conclusions on matters of mere allegations. I want to thank you for listening to me and thank my colleagues, because some of the phone calls were calls of support, solidarity, and prayers that the Almighty God will step in to vindicate the just. So now let us get on with the business of the day. Thank you.
Unayeram, wait till you go talk concerning someone like Senator Natasha Akpabio. This woman, she's brave. I have so much respect for her. Look at boldness. Look at submissions. My people. Now, according to our Senate President, he dey beg us now, so we could take him easy on now. I understand where he's coming from. As of today, as of now, we are not sure of the sanctity of this information. If he do am or if he not do am. So I will urge other people as well. Yeah, we can rebroadcast and share videos and all that, but in terms of our submissions, we shouldn't be too quick to pass decisions, or rather, judgment. But this is how things supposed to go. This whole thing must be investigated. Senator Natasha, we want to know whether she dey tell us the truth, or we want to know whether the Senate President really do am. It must be investigated, rather than people coming out to protect one or two. No, we need to know to protect other women from this. Thank you very much, my people. It be like say it don dey happen. It's already happening in our favor. About Natasha matter, Ruben Abati of Arise TV wife don't come out now, scatter everywhere. As I dey talk to una, so my people, Ruben Abati wife, the way they talk for this matter of sexual harassment to Natasha, so for the first time I am seeing outside my media, Nigeria Watch Media, seeing a woman vibrating over this whole matter. And people, they say there's no rest for the wicked. I would like make una hear Ruben Abati wife they talk. Hope say that chief whip, that Senate chief whip, or chief whip, or whip chief, no go come tell us say Ruben Abati wife see get 19 children with 19 men. I hope so we not go hear that one. Anyway, Mona listen to her.
The alleged sexual harassment where Chief Whip, counters Senator Natasha Akpabio. This situation for me, let me say it properly, this situation for me is both troubling and deeply disappointing. I was away for 3 weeks. I've been following the news closely. If a sitting senator, Senator Natasha Akpabio, I hope I pronounce the last name properly, is facing such alleged intimidation and unethical, advances from the Senate President, what does that say about the political space for women in Nigeria? We need to keep it real on this platform. When powerful men use their influence to suppress allegations, to silence motions manipulate system, the media becomes the last resort for accountability. So Natasha's allegations aren't just personal grievances. They expose the abuse of power in Nigeria, especially when it comes to politics. I'm agitated about this news because Senator Natasha is one of those female figures, pushing forward the inclusivity of women in Nigerian politics. And knowing that this month of March, is talking about women in general. So they are currently not up to even 5 female senators out of, I think, 109, if I'm correct, in the Nigerian Senate. This is a small number in a country of over 200 million people. Out of those, 4 women effectively represent Nigerian female interests in such a male-dominated space is the question I'm asking now. The power of imbalance is in our faces. We can see the evidence, and Natasha's struggle reflects the greater battle for female political participation. I watched her interview following this saga closely. I've had different perspectives. I have my own opinion, as the reason why I'm talking about it on, the trending section today. I watched the video where the chief whip of the Senate was uttering absolute nonsense. Yes, I say it again. Absolute nonsense. The response from Senate Deputy Chief Whip Senator Uwebohi, I don't know if that's his name right now, is even more appalling to me if you ask me. Instead of addressing the core allegations, it resulted to personal attacks, shaming a woman based on her marital history, her marital challenges and children. The fact that the Senate Deputy Chief Whip came out to spill nonsense, for lack of a better word right now, is absolutely, I don't know the word to use now because I'm trying to hold my emotions. His statement about Natasha's children and personal life is disgusting to me. Why is it that when a woman stands her ground, the response is always to attack her personal life, her personal affairs, rather than addressing the issue at hand? If Akpabio truly obstructed her motion, made advances, why is the conversation not about that issue? Why is the conversation about her private life? I ask him pain. The hypocrisy is clear. If a man, let's keep it real on this platform, if a man marries 3 or 5 women, his praise is powerful. Right. If a woman has children from different relationships, she is condemned. What kind of hypocrisy is that? This is the same country where men in power have multiple wives. They opt from one woman to the other. They have mistresses, yet no one questions their ability to lead. The real question remains, why was Senator Natasha's motion on investigating corruption at Ajaokuta Steel Company repeatedly blocked? If the motion was in the interest of the Nigerians, why deny it? These are the issues that need answers, not childish name calling. When Natasha is fighting an important battle, she also needs to be strategic. This is where I think I need to emphasize on this. The challenges Nigerians face are bigger than personal fights now. We have poverty. We have lack of infrastructure in our country. We have insecurity. We have corruption. Name it. It's endless. She must balance her advocacy with a strong an issue-based approach to governance so that the public sees beyond these battles. Natasha's case is bigger than just her. Yes, I had an opinion about how you carry yourself. Sometimes how you carry yourself makes sometimes leads people on. But listen, that doesn't mean that women don't go through that struggle. It represents the struggle of Nigerian women who dare to step into a male-dominated space. We need more women in politics, and they must be treated with same respect that men are accorded. Men in power must understand that women do not owe them submission or favors or silence, because I think that this issue at hand is really bigger than Natasha, and I must use this to cap my thoughts right now, because I feel that Natasha again must carry herself with dignity, and so that her name will not just end with the narrative of harassment with men. There's so much I believe that she can represent in that corridor of power. So she needs to be strategic about the issue at hand. And what the chief whip said about Natasha, I believe that he owes Natasha an apology, because you do not use women's personal struggles or personal challenges to want to redefine them. Remember, you are the daughter. Remember, you are the mother. And remember, you are the sister in your own front. Let this nonsense stop about women who are representing other women globally. I think this is where I draw the curtains of my opinion right now.
Unayera, this one a woman. A lot of women from Nigeria Watch Media are be advocating. They've been putting their voices out there since when this sexual harassment happened between Senator Natasha Akpabio and the number 3 man for Nigeria, the Senate President, Akpabio. Now, Ruben Abati wife don't scatter everywhere. In fact, now God will bless you, madam. We are waiting to hear more voices, especially from the women. From your gender, we want to see more of you. Speak, because this one only matter be say, he don't consign me, he consign me, he don't consign me. What Natasha is currently doing, she's doing it to save prospective women from falling in this kind of situation. That's what she's doing right now. She's fighting for herself, at the same time protecting other women from falling into this kind of satanic act. When I say today now, she does submit a petition for sexual harassment and abuse of power against the Senate President, the number 3 man for Nigeria. You want to tell me, say this kind of woman, when I'm not going to give her 3 boza? I bet somebody need to write her for comment section. Say, boza, boza, boza. Even though you and I know, say, this whole thing still based on allegation, allegedly. We never know where it be truth, where it not be truth. But at least, let the investigation be kind. May the investigator. You guys have been bestowing pains, poverty, insecurity, corruption, every single thing way bad upon Nigerians since Nigeria was created. For the first time, if my man do this one and they'll say because we get muscle, we get liver, we get this one. Now woman they drag number 3 man, so one day we will see that person we will come and drag president. We will see that one person we will come and drag governor. We will see that one person we will come and who again? If they don't drag the Senate president, any other person or that Senate president, they're too small. So let's talk about president one day. Listen, nothing lasts forever. There is an end to everything in life. We should have that. There's an end to everything in life. Natasha, thank you for submitting that petition today. See the way my body they do me like this. I'm waiting to see the outcome of this. I can't wait. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Abel Baba, do the right thing. You are the father of the nation. Do the right thing for us. We are tired of this suppression and intimidation. Do this right thing for us. Let me see the true judgment. Thank you very much.
A disparity and the role of young women in Nigerian politics takes center stage. First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for the support for a bill seeking to create special seats for women in the National Assembly. The bill, which seeks to address women's underrepresentation in politics, was sponsored by the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, and has passed its second reading in the House of Representatives, while Senate President Akpabio has also backed the bill. Speaking during a visit from a delegation of the UK Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Akpabio assured that the 10th Assembly will back the legislation. The delegation sought to understand the Senate's stance on the proposed law. Well, in the meantime, reactions have trailed comments made by Senator Florence Itagiwa right here on Arise News after she faulted Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduahan's sexual harassment claim, saying that once women become senators, they can't be sexually harassed. One of the reactions was a 2018 video of award-winning writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, where she talked about how gender roles are assigned and continue to be perpetuated. Let's take a look at that video before we come back for a discussion.
I find it quite infuriating to hear people, men and women, who respond to a woman's story of harassment with questions like, why is she coming out now? Why didn't she report it right away? I knew that the world did not give to women the same dignity that it gave to men. I was aware of how much the socialization of women was focused on men. Don't wear a miniskirt so that men will not rape you. We should change laws that diminish women, but changing mindsets is even more important. We should enact policy that supports women, but changing cultural attitudes is even more important.
Why did we teach girls to aspire to marriage, but we didn't teach boys to aspire to marriage? So a man would be called confident, but a woman would be called arrogant. A man would be strategic, a woman would be manipulative. A man would be a leader, a woman would be controlling. The behavior is the same. What is different is the body exhibiting that behavior. So I began to see that when people judged a woman for being aggressive or ambitious or annoying, it really wasn't the qualities of ambition or aggression that they were judging. It was actually women that were being judged.
Absolutely on point. I thought it was important to highlight that absolute remarkable comment from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie on the role of gender and gender inequality, how it plays in women in politics as well. Rufai.
I said the exact same thing, if you remember, here yesterday, that I'm not surprised that it is another woman that will come and berate a woman for speaking out, because society has so much programmed them. It's always the woman that takes the fall in society. She's always the one not behaving well in the marriage. She's always the one there's something wrong with. She can never be right in all of this. This case has happened now. Nobody's calling for investigation. A senator came here and said, why was she following the Senate president on a tour? And you know, that was a calculated attempt to be able to twist Natasha's own side of the story. So it's a cultural thing. And a lot of women that support this aberration, they don't know they are victims of society already. So they've twisted their mindsets. And that's why you hear what she said yesterday, that even if you're high up there, you can't be, that once you get to the Senate, you can't be sexually abused or you can't be sexually harassed. So it also goes back to the point of, yeah, some people will argue that things like affirmative action, put some seats, is good. But I think it's tokenism. Except we get to the point where we can have a cultural shift that can really accept women as very viable players in the grand scheme of things in society. We have not arrived. So we can do tokenism from today till tomorrow. And that's why I keep saying Rwanda might not be a good example, but I give kudos to them for what they did, how they were able to bring women into the polity. We need to impress upon that culture.
Absolutely.
How do people change culture? Thomas Isodore Noel Sankara in the 70s, in the 80s, when he took over Burkina Faso, there was also that problem. But he enforced it by ensuring that there were days where the men went to do shopping for the women. There were days where women's rights were respected. There were days where women too also held positions. We need to deliberately work at changing that culture of misogyny.
Absolutely.
And making the one man ahead and denigrating women if we want to move the society forward.
Ayo.
Very quickly, thank you so much for sharing that video by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, forever speaking on behalf of women and speaking the realities of women. And I'm glad that there's a voice, a female voice, who's also telling the reality of a lot of women about how every time you hear, many times when you hear about sexual harassment, the first thing is, what did you do?
Yes.
So as if to make it seem that the woman must be complicit for the reason why she was. It's not in all cases. Then to the seats where the Senate president, first of all, the wife of the president, is asking that one seat is created in the Senate and in the House of Representatives, making a total of 74 in the House. I think beyond the seats, as we've seen in the last few days, it's not just about beyond the seats, it's the kind of women that are elected into those positions that matter even more than creating those seats.
Dr.
Very quickly on gender policy. In 1995, there was the Beijing conference. Arising from the Convention against for the elimination of discrimination against women, CEDAW. We had Beijing +5, we had Beijing +10. There was also the Maputo Protocol. All of that about centering women properly in the political decision-making process across the world. Nigeria participated in all of those processes, but Nigeria is far behind. Now, Nigeria's population, 50% women, but in terms of political representation, the National Assembly today, we have less than 4% of Nigerian women in that place. Politicians have said, oh, we will give women opportunities and all that, but what dominates is a patriarchal system.
Yes.
Now, a few years back, I think in 2020 or so, Nigeria came up with a national gender policy. That national gender policy talks about 35% affirmative action for Nigerian women.
Absolutely.
Now they've not, implemented it. Nigerian women have had to go to court. That case is hanging somewhere in the Court of Appeal. Dr. Akiode Afolabi and others, pursuing it, saying the national gender policy of Nigeria must be implemented. Now, this the new thing that the lawmakers are bringing. They say they want affirmative action. Well, good idea, but a gender policy already exists in this country. And we have countries like Senegal that has a 50-50 policy. We have a country like Rwanda that has a 30% policy. Other countries that have achieved up to 42.7%. Why is Nigeria far behind?
That's the major
This is
question.
an issue that we have to address. And that's why in politics, patriarchy, dissenters Nigerian women. And it's unfortunate that that is the case.
Absolutely. I mean, I've well said, you all. I'd like to thank you really for, adding your voice to this sort of, conversation. And especially kudos to our First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and of course, Godswill Akpabio, who has also backed that bill. I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you guys on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Welcome back, Dr. Ruben Abati.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thanks for your time. We are back again. Today is 5th March 2025. I still have one just last video for you, for people that were protesting in protection of or to scandalize Natasha right there in FCT. Some of them were interviewed and their response will shock you right now. But before I will do that, I'm going to post out a link now because this is the last short video that we have. For those of you that want to join the panel, you can start coming in now so that we can quickly talk about this and round up on time as well. Mother of Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thanks for the love, support, prayers, and all. Thank you very much, everyone. Right there, we have lots of comments right there, but I'd like to quickly randomly choose one or two persons. Stello, I can see you. Christian CXL, thank you very much for your time with us. Discussor Channel TV, Joshua Aya, thank you. Doris Audio in the building. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, as usual. Good evening to you, all my people. All around you, I can see you right there. Wisdom Lucky, thank you. Austin Prince, I can see you as well. God bless you. Upright TV, Olabi Pesoyemi, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do. Then we have more people right there, just right there with us. Kislo Giraki, Dixie the Dagmon, God bless you. Thank you, my wonderful people. Then we have Vitus Akwebele. Thank you, my wonderful people. Peggy Mondi in the building. Thank you very much, my good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do. Then we have Oluwatosi, my brother, already on the screen. Then we have Adelaja Ogombiye. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Friday. I appreciate you all. Miracle B and Gabriel on the screen with us. Mike Akimbare, Emmanuel Shooks, Rosie Ayosh in the building. God bless you all. Discussion Channel TV, and God bless you now, my people. Then Friday, Owango, I can see you right there. James Mark is with us. Tony and Tom is with us. Thank you. I'm just trying to see if I can call all names this evening. Lucy Eno, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Then we have James Ome. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Alaba Ferreira. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you always. Then we have Uege. I'm doing well. Arize Shukuma is with us as well. Thank you very much. Good evening. Uye Desmond is right there with us. Amaka E in the building. Amaka E, you don't gotta go take some days off. Tell us where your days is. For the past couple of days, we've not heard from you. Good to hear from you. Then we have Uege there. Golden Mark Stars. in the building. Jedima, Royal Light. I think that's it, right? Okay, I think we say our Shooks, Leo, Tony Africa. Yes. I say more people are joining now. Jaja in the building. God bless you all, my people. Jeko Kenneth in the building. Thank you very much, my people. Then Doris Audio, good evening to you, man. Thanks for joining us. Faith Edo, I can see you right there. Then Miracle B in the building. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Georgia Fosa in the building as well. God bless you all, my people. Jude King is right there with us. Wabo Phyllis is with us. And Peter Ife is right there. Then we have Paul Madugu. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. I know I don't miss names since some people go verse for me today. You know, Ikeshuku, Oyadeka, thank you very much. Good evening to you. There, Tina, Timmy Dibe in the building. Thank you, Clifford Ezebo. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Social Metro TV in the building today. Social Metro TV for my calendar for the past 78 years. I never hear from you. Where have you been? Rosemary Osas, thank you. Abami, those, thank you very much, my people. Ben Osama, my brother, can see you. Kenny Erondon, thank you very much. Now God will bless our people. Best man of Akpabio in the building, and many others. In case I don't mention your name, it's not intentional. I know they carry your seed name, jump on. I don't have enemy here, you know. And people, they hate us. We know they hate anybody. Thank you very much, my people. That God will bless you now. Yes, when I see what happened today, not be small thing. Natasha has submitted the petition, you know, for sexual harassment and abuse of power against the Senate President, number 3 man in Nigeria, allegedly, you know. But the way things they go, now, like they say they're not going to accept the petition. And that won't be the debate now. Because I don't know why a lot of them right there at that house are supporting the Senate President. My question is why? Because I've tried to digest it myself to know why. I don't know why. Why and why and why? Maybe some of my panelists might be able to answer that later on. But meanwhile, I would like you guys to watch this video here for you to see the gullible, should I call them gullible or satanic? I don't know what to call them. Women protesting against Natasha. But when they ask them question, and that one I go shock you. Listen.
I am supporting Akpabio because he's a Senate president. Number 2, he's somebody's husband. He's not looking at Natasha. Natasha is just a senator. He doesn't have time with Natasha. Natasha should free Akpabio. Akpabio is somebody's father. He's a grandfather. He's somebody's husband. He's somebody's son. Natasha should face her husband and leave Akpabio alone. A man is free to look at a woman. That is the end. He should stop blackmailing Akpabio. Akpabio is Akpabio. He should stop it. You know what they investigate? Investigate what? Did you mix Akpabio with Natasha in the bed? You don't need Akpabio talking to Natasha by the roadside. Did you need Akpabio talking to Natasha that I love you?
Why are you supporting Senator Akpabio?
Why I'm supporting him?
Yes.
Why I'm supporting him is that I didn't see any wrong in what they are saying. So I don't know much about the detail of what they are saying. I'm just supporting him because my mind led me to support him.
But you don't know much about what they're saying. Do you support Senator Natasha?
I don't even really know the whole story about it.
You don't know the whole story? So why did you come out here today?
Why I came out here is that they said we should go and support that he should remain as our senator.
Why are you supporting Senator?
He's a good man.
So you want him to win the position?
Yes.
He's already Senate president.
Okay.
But why are you supporting Senator Natasha?
No.
Why?
No, I don't want her.
You don't want her what?
You don't do me anything, but I don't want. Because there are people say they be stubborn people. So we don't need stubborn people. We want peace. We don't need stubborn people. That is why. He's a good man.
So you want him to win the position?
Jesus.
You support Senator Natasha? So you support the both of them?
No. Only one.
Which one? Eh?
Akpabio. Akpabio.
Okay.
Jesus.
You support Senator Natasha? So you support the both of them?
When I hear them, When I say where we there for Nigeria, why it go hard before we feel change the situation where we there? You know, that woman saying they support her, saying that it good pass. You don't know why they do protest. They just tell her, say, Mama, 5,000 naira for you. Or yeah, enter street. She say, oh, my God bless you, my son. I'm with you. Now all of the 99% of them there, they are not sure why they are protesting. I talked on the other day. Sad. Very, very, very sad.
Elvis, all those ladies we first sorry to talk, sorry, please. Those two ladies first talk, those one we first talk, that those two ladies they speak before this old lady is going to talk. Those are the mistress, all those ones they probably use they do the job now, they are cleaners. All those they are hook up Abuja.
To be honest, this is just something else, man. This is something else. I'm so sad. Now, in the House, the senators or the Senate committee or whatever, they are not accepting the petition from Natasha. Why? For Christ's sake, why? Anyway, I would like to take calls right now so that we can just start talking. We have the first person on the phone already. Thank you, Mr. Larry, for calling in. Good evening to you. Talk to us. Mr. Larry, are you there?
Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You are not talking now. Off your TV now. Mr. Larry, when you are ready, please call back. You can't be listening to us from your TV now. I don't understand. Hello?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yeah, good evening to you. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. Oga Elvis, I am so sad. What is happening in Nigeria? Who is going to help us? See what our women are doing. I am in the living room with my wife in Manchester and I am crying. Who is going to deliver Nigeria?
Nobody. Nobody.
See what our women are doing. They don't even know why they are outside.
Sad.
Because of money. And we are talking of change. Oh, we are going nowhere in that country. Oh my goodness. The women can, in fact, either it is correct or not. So far, it is a sexual harassment. We know how these developed countries take this kind of issue. They don't take it with levity. They take it seriously. All hands will be on deck.
Exactly.
All sectors will be working to investigate. This is serious. They are just, dragging this issue like it's not serious. Our women now flock this road and saying they don't even know why they are outside. They are just see what our mothers are doing out there. Some of these ladies, they don't even know how to. They cannot even call that Senate president name. They don't even know who is our Senate president. They are not familiar with them.
They don't know. They don't know. Oh. We're in big trouble, sir. We're in big trouble in Nigeria. I'm telling you.
I am sad.
Thank you, sir.
Continue with you, sir.
Thank you, sir. A grown-up man, a father, a husband, now they cry for so because it's sad. There's no hope. It doesn't look like the country will change anytime soon. The people, their problem is huge. The government, their problem is huge. So the whole wahala is just, I don't know how to talk about it. I mentioned it just last week here. Some of you can remember my submission. I said, if you go on the street now, ask people the name of their president or their vice president or the governor or their local government chairman, the name, they don't know. They don't know. Madam Deborah, thank you, man, for calling in. Talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am. Please talk to us.
Good evening to everyone, all our viewers and commenters all over the world. Just a quick contribution to your broadcast. I want to start by saying it's just a shame that all this is actually coming out I mean, people are not seeing the nature of how women are being oppressed in Nigeria. And sadly, there are so many women that enjoy this oppression and are willing to allow it to continue. You saw the other man that came out to start condemning Senator Natasha, saying, oh, she's not a responsible woman because she has 6 children and this and that. But in that same Senate House, we have so many men that have maybe multiple wives, like Nedunwo Ko with 6 wives. Some of them have how many baby mamas? Some of them have, yet they are responsible men. But it's okay to come out and disrespect a woman and judge her character, assassinate her character because she's had how many children. But it's okay for a man. This just shows the level at which women are being disrespected in Nigeria. Instead of addressing the root cause, the problem that she complained of, a lot of them shamefully, instead of calling for an investigation, they are all trying to use defense mechanisms that they are guilty. Nigeria is one country that I don't know how long this is going to carry on, but I believe that this is to start so that this sexual harassment will stop. There are millions of women going through this in Nigeria. These powerful men in power oppress women. If you don't agree, they intimidate you to submission, and they want it to continue like that. So this is the situation now, and I really thank you for putting your voice out there.
Thank you.
So that one way or the other, this kind of harassment will stop. Some years back in Nigeria, even when it comes to infertility issues, men don't even believe that they have infertility issues. When there's infertility in a family, they will always force the woman. Only the women will be going to see doctor, and the man will sit at home. It's just recently that they even believe that men too can have infertility issues.
Exactly.
Before, once there's an infertility issue in a marriage, it's always a woman's problem. If a woman does not give birth to a male child, oh, it's a woman's problem. It's just recently now that they realize that men equally have infertility problems. That when there's an infertility problem in a marriage, they will say, okay, both the man and the woman should go for treatment, should go for investigation. But when I was doing free in Nigeria, it's only women that you will see in hospital looking, oh, I never born. They are coming to see doctor, but the man is sitting down at home because they don't believe that men too can have infertility issues. So this is decades of oppression that has been going on in that country. Women have suffered a lot under these men, these powerful men in Nigeria. And I'm happy that men like you, Mr. Elvis, are speaking on behalf of young women, are empowering women to speak out against these forms of oppressions and harassment. And I'm really happy that Natasha is not, she's not laying back, that she's fighting hard, to see, even if nothing happened, but at least she has really put a light on this issue. And I'm sure that Mr. Akpabio, Senator Akpabio, who has been doing this to so many other women, now this is his karma. One way or the other, at least is hitting him hard. He's not just going to get away with it easily. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you,
much,
Mother Deborah, for putting your voice out there. God bless you. All right, let me go straight to the panelists right now. I appreciate every one of you guys. Press on the like button, help us to share. Press on the $sign, encourage our work here. God bless you all. Other situation happened today as well, where the protesters from the people protesting for in support of Natasha and the people protesting in support of Akpabio, they both clashed, you know, right there at what is it called? In Abuja, and they started fighting. Police could not even stop the fight. Not be small thing, no. You know, they started fighting, and while they are fighting, some of them, they are not even aware. 5,000 naira, now you give them the energy where they take the fight, so 5K. You know, they started fighting, blooding themselves and all that. We have to, you know, look for a suitable video that we know that can be used on YouTube. You know, more can carry more can give now for here. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. Is this why they deliberately weaponize illiteracy on Nigerians? So that when things are happening like this, we must see people will not get sense. Abi, there are so many questions that probably we might not get answered from. But watch this.
Your camera and get this, please. Why are you supporting Senator Akpabio?
Why I'm supporting you?
Yes.
Why I'm supporting you? I didn't see any wrong in what they are saying. So I don't know much about the detail of what they are saying. I'm just supporting you because my mind led me to support you.
But you don't know much about what they're saying. Do you support Senator Natasha?
I don't even really know the whole story about you.
You don't know the whole story. So why did you come out here today?
Why I came out today is that they said we support that he should remain as our senator.
Jesus. You support Senator Natasha? So you support the both of them?
No.
Which one? Huh?
Akpabio.
Okay.
So he's a good man.
So you want him to win the position?
Yes.
He's already Senate president.
Okay.
But why are you supporting Senator Natasha?
No.
Why?
No, I don't want her.
You don't want her what?
He not do me anything, but I don't want. Because there are people say them be stubborn people. So we don't need stubborn people. We want peace. We don't need stubborn people. That is why.
This is so sad. Very, very, very sad. But I'd like us to start talking, my people. The country is bala blue. The country is bala blue. Nothing is working in this country, man. It's crazy. But meanwhile, I would like to call on, give us a mandate. You're the first on the panel today. Please talk to us, my brother. Okay, give us a mandate. You're not available. Mr. Henry, please. Okay, before you go ahead, I have somebody calling in. Just hold on. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Benedict. Please talk to us, my brother.
Mr. Hawkins,
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I really want to sincerely appreciate everything that you do for our motherland. Now, God will continue to bless you, sir. I doff my hat to you. I don't get all the riches in the world to take appreciate you, but I just appreciate you with right now. Just let you know, say we really thank God for your life, and the life of your family. Thank you very much for all that you do. I'm looking at this the video, the last video that you just posted, and I just shake my head. Look at the first woman they asked. What you do there? You say because they call us to come support Akpabio. So you don't know what's in there happen because they don't give you 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. Una sell una conscience. Somebody, a whole senator, if you buy all of una, the woman, I'm not talking about Natasha now, if you buy all of una, this woman was allegedly sexually harassed by a Senate president, and she talks, see what she they go through as a woman. But because una, they don't give her coins, they don't give her money here and there. when I enter streets, and I won't die for the person with their legs say he commit an offense. What does that tell you? Look at the faces of those women. Not before poverty they see on their faces. They don't weaponize poverty. Poverty has been weaponized against our own people in Nigeria. And they know, those political class know, say, if you give them 5,000 here, 10,000 there, you can tell them to do anything for you and they will do it. And that's what you're seeing right there. Why are all of these women, Florence Itagiwa and the rest of them, coming out to bash Natasha on national TV? Because Akpabio get deep pockets. He get deep pockets. So he can influence anybody with that pockets, with that kind of power. All of these people, we go streets. See the video where he post, where they fight for Akpabio. What did they know the demand to? Or what did they know the demand was alleged to have done? But they don't give a damn about that one. Just give us 5,000. We go fight for you. Nigeria is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's so sad. When this story, and when I did university that time, we know as lecturers take the because our girls now, we know as they happen now, they go because them give them high grades. We know as they be. We know say they happen. Nobody say this thing. Lecturers will even carry women come our house safe, come because them. This will not be allegedly. We know as they be. But back then in university. So our women in back home, they go through a lot. That's why they don't fit talk, because they don't say if they talk, people now their own fellow woman, now you go counter them. Say keep your mouth shut for them. Because once you give them 5,000, 10,000, you don't end with that. Why is the hookup culture in Nigeria so high now, Mr. Elvis? Ask yourself. Because they get men when they patronize them, give them 10,000, 20,000 there, they go open legs. So the state of the country is so bad right now that there's no end in sight. Nobody can save the country, not Peter Obi, not anybody. Nobody can. It's the moral decadence of that society. It is so bad and appalling that nothing and nobody can change it. The only people that can change it are the Nigerians themselves. If they change their mindsets, if they really change them, but they don't look like they're changing it anytime soon, because the country is so bad economically and poverty has been weaponized against the people. And because of those points, Nigeria is not getting anywhere. Mr. Hobbs, God bless you, and thank you very much for picking this call. God bless you.
Thank
sir.
you, my brother.
Thank
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you. Mr. Henry, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everyone. Where should I start from? It's so heartbroken seeing a grown-up man that say they represent Nigerians and they call senators defending undefendable. Somebody who they are alleged to commit a crime. What you have to do, you should let them to investigate. You are coming out to defend like they were there with him. You see, they try to shut her up today again. They should use their privilege. This is the problem. This is what happened last time too. This man can never change. Akpabio can never change. My statement now, what this lady say he did, what Senator Akpabio, Senator Natasha said Akpabio did, I believe her 99%, because his character speak. What lead to this situation of defamation, whatever, or something harassment? They started when this lady need a privilege. He could not allow the lady to speak. He started it again today. Off in her mic. He never learned. This man never learned. He still have that bad man oppression. We are the men. We have to oppress the women. He still have it in his soul. Like us, all those men there, those shameless men who they call senators. Nigerians should watch all the senators, all the men. Never you vote them back to the Senate when the time comes. Don't vote them back. Now find women who have integrity, who work for the people like that. Natasha work for the people of your state, try to bring them into politics, try to vote them in to go to represent this bunch of lazy, corrupt men who think this is men's world. By now, we should be calling for 50% female in House of Rep, 50% female in senators. By now, and the same country, you see women who they are senators defending man they alleged did something wrong. Don't you see we are still backward in this country? As far as this lady make that word statement in public in the national TV or social media, it's going automatically. Akpabio have to go one side, step down. Somebody have to be there to investigate Akpabio. Now she brought petition in. They were the one who said before. They were crying some days ago. Said she didn't write any petition to the house, but she did it now. Now they try to quote their so-called laws to shut her down. But we Nigerians who don't accept all this their monkey play, they are playing their Senate. We send them there to speak for us. If they cannot do their job, we will come in there to take over that Senate themselves. We'll take over the Senate. They don't know this. The people will take over that Senate. You see, when they say poverty is a I don't know why they use this word there. It's a B. It's really a B. But not only poverty make people come out this way to speak for Akpabio. Look at the so-called men who say they are honorable. They are horrible people who can defend Akpabio. It's not poverty. It's just this year men oppressors. They oppress the women. They still have it in the mindset to shut them off. Let's show her that we stand by our colleagues because they do the same thing. They oppress the women. They use their power to get women, whatever get a woman, some women. They use their power to get some women. These are the same group of men who support Akpabio. And those poverty women, those poor women living in the street, they don't even know what was going on. They give them maybe 500 naira. Look at them. You see them. They don't even know what's going on. They use them to protest. But I don't give that an excuse. I don't give that as an excuse. You ask question, why have to go and protest? What thing happen? They have to. They can speak broken English. Ask question. You cannot always think about your stomach, money, money, money. This same money put us in this situation we have today in that country. That country cannot even develop. For them to come out in mass like this, to speak for truth, to defend the country for better government, they will not come out. But they give them 1 naira, they will start lying out to protest for the wicked. You see, sometimes when I see people like in the streets of Nigeria begging for money or help, no, I don't want to show interest. I don't want to. But why? Because these are the same people who will say used to demonstrate against injustice that's going on in that country, to support the oppressors. Every time I'm panelist, I'm very happy today. Akpabio, Ruben Abati's wife spoke my mind. She spoke from her heart. She stands among the brave women we have in that country. She spoke for the truth. She spoke for justice. She spoke for all great women in Africa, in Nigeria. These are women. These are people we need in that country. These are people we need that stand tall. and stand tall and say, let's see what's going to go on. Let's bring it here. Bring it here. These are women we need in that country. No matter how you're going to feel it, so we have to speak out. We did not say Akpabio did it or he didn't do it, but let's speak out, follow the procedure. Let them investigate. That's it. Apart from he did it or he didn't do it, the little things we saw on live stream, the way he treated this lady was unfair. Likewise today too. He tried to shut her up. It's never done in the Western world like this. It's never done. We need more women like that. Not this retired Olosho, that old lady who came yesterday. Not that kind of woman we need. Tomorrow people will call that one. Give.
All right. All right.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. When we are addressing senators, we still need to be careful of the kind of words that you use in describing them, please. Yes, you can criticize them, but you must be careful the kind of words you use describing them.
Mr. Elvis, sorry to come back. You see, this lady, she said one word that disqualify women. Who said when you are a senator, you don't come and say you have somebody harass you. It's like you have to accept anything they do you there.
Yeah, you can criticize that word, but the word you use just now describing a senator is unacceptable on this platform. Some platform are accepted, but no, it's unacceptable. You know, a senator is a senator. If you are off duty, stay a senator. We must be careful of the kind of words that we use in describing them, please. It's very, very important. Thank you, sir. All right, I would like us to move on. Let me call on the next person. Midwest people, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. 8 minutes. If you are not there, I'll just move on. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Anybody that didn't answer, your minutes reduced to 4 minutes when you come back later. Mr. Jonathan,
okay,
thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I greet you. God bless you. Thank you for the good work you are doing. I greet my fellow panelists. I don't know what is happening to panelists today. But you know, yeah, it happens. I guess they are busy somewhere. I greet you all. Welcome, Mommy Diaspora. God bless you abundantly. I greet you and all the commenters there. I can see everyone and all the callers. I greet you all. The callers, God bless you all. Welcome. You see the first thing. Let me quickly say this and let me give kudos to Ruben Abati's wife. I want to start from there. I don't want to minimize it. I don't want to undermine it or reduce it. I think for me, is the highlight of the day to see a woman to come out, to use her space, her platform, whether big, whether small, I don't know, but to project herself out there, I want to give kudos to her. Yeah. It shows when men call for respect from their wives, it doesn't mean that you shut the woman down, that the woman will not be, you can be living with your woman, you both of you are in different political parties, you are not in the same political parties, and you are living under the same roof. Respect each other, respect each other's opinion. And I want to give kudos to that woman for coming out today to say this. I believe for me, is the most important thing to see. And I hope that more women that have platforms, whatever platforms that you have, you will use it. This is the time. Because going forward, you will be asked. Because you are going to come out, I know, so that there's going to be a serious discussion or conversation when women will come out, because I know it's not going to be far, in a matter of days, in the next few weeks or the next month or so, we're going to see going forward, women will come out and be running their mouth again on different issues relating to men, relating to issues of respect and all, it will come one way or the other. I just want them to know that you will be called upon. You will be called upon. You must have a say. You must know where you stand. The same thing goes to politicians. We must know their position. This is not a matter of, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm not going to say anything. We must know your position on this. We must know where you stand on this one. You cannot just keep quiet. It's simply because I know my fellow panelists, that the first speaker, he said that, when election comes, they will kick them out. That is the normal thing. That's the normal thing. If there were real elections, in Nigerians, there are no real elections. None of them. You can count them with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot exhaust your 10 fingers before you will stop. Those that are truly, truly elected. Out of the almost 500 of them in both House and Senate, you can count with your fingers like this. I guarantee you will not count your 10 fingers before you will stop that. These are the real ones that actually gone through electoral process and truly, truly elected. There are no re-elections in Nigerians. None of them were actually elected. So their loyalty, their commitment is not to the people. It is to those that brought them there. That is the problem that we have. Most of them, in a case like this, is enough. Most of them will end up being one-time senator or whatever. You know that you are not coming back. Because they know quite well that they are not elected, that the electoral process does not work in Nigeria. It is not about that. That is why women, when you now saw women coming out to protest, so sad. It is their thought process, so faulty. When you talk of faulty thought process, it's so faulty. I don't even know where to start from. I don't know where to start from. Their thought process is so faulty. They have no knowledge. I'm sorry to say, women, if this will anger you, let it be so. Those women, majority of women in Nigeria, and I'm very mindful of my words, I would say majority of women in Nigeria have this is it. They are not knowledgeable. They are not. One thing is to be wise, another thing is to be knowledgeable. They are two separate things. They ask women, why, what is it that brought you out? They don't know. And you say, I'm generalizing. I am not. I am not generalizing. This is the state of mind of majority of women in Nigeria. Poverty, yes, is part of it. I agree. Lack of education, yes, I agree. And that is what the politician wants. These are the women that will vote. These are the ones that they count on their vote. They don't count on my vote and yours. They don't count because they know. This type of people, women like this, they constitute majority of the voters on election days. All the talking or anything, politicians don't care. These are the people on election day, and they constitute the majority. Those that have no knowledge, some of them have little or no education at all. They cannot process stuff. Their thought process is so critically faulty. These are the people they bank on. These are the people that they bank on election, and they want it to remain so. They want them to remain so that they can continue to use them. So sad. So when the likes of the First Lady, Remi Tinubu, is calling for women and majority Nigerians, okay, which is okay, calling for to integrate more women into our political system, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. As far as that is concerned, Nigeria is lagging behind in the scheme of things around the world. It's not a good development. However, these are the type of women that will end up holding political offices. Just look at them. The likes of Ita Enshaw, I don't like to refer to her as Giwa. because her name is only using that for political gains. Her name is Ita Enshaw. The likes of that woman, those are the ones that will end up. Women that cannot come out and speak now, those are the ones. The one that was giving the Women's Affairs Ministry within 3-4 months, he has looted almost 50 billion naira. If you go by that ratio, by now that ministry will be crawling. He will have looted that ministry. These are the kind of women that will eventually emerge. Women that cannot speak for themselves. Women that are not bold enough to come out and talk and speak now. These are the types. So in one breath, it is good when you look at it. But the Nigerian system has placed women at the bottom of the scheme of things, to the point where even if they come out now and they give them that percentage, it will even be detrimental. So they need that process of, we need to see real women. Because these are the women that I'm afraid. If they say now, okay, 50-50 in the Senate, even if they say 30% of women in the Senate, 30% of women in the House of Rep, every political party must present a woman in each constituency so that they can get to that number. I'm afraid that these are the type of women that will emerge. They will now even make things worse. Women that cannot raise their head up high. These are the type of women. Women that will get there and they will start romancing the system. They will be used. They will become a tool in the hands of greedy, ruinous politicians. That is what is going to happen. And I don't think I'm missing it here. I don't need to be a prophet. I don't need to predict this. I don't need to add any other political numbers or scenarios or statistics together to come to this conclusion. This is what will happen. These are the women that will emerge. They will end up being senators, House of Rep member. Some of them will end up being deputy governors all over the place. This is what we are going to be seeing. Women that cannot stand up today. Cannot stand up today, but come election time, we want people to now come and rally behind you. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. And I would like to give it again to Chimamanda. That's of course that video. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Let me just give this credit also. I know that video was an old video, but let me just give credit to Chimamanda for saying so. See, there is no status of limitation on rape or harassment. There is nothing like that. If the woman lies, she can come out 20 years later. If she lies, she can come out 30 years later. There is no status behind that. So the idea that why is she coming out now? Please, let's bury it. Let's face the real matter. There. Let's face the real matter that is there. And I'm glad that Abati's wife again talked about the real matter. The real matter. Aside from this issue of harassment and whatever that is it, the real matter, what she's calling for, she's still calling for investigation on the Ajaokuta steel. That is the real matter. And I'm glad that someone of that nature, of that woman, she mentioned it again today. Those are the real matters that we must focus on, not on our personal lives. No, the real matter is what we must focus on. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much for that submission. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, give us a mandate. You're available now. Thank you. I beg talk to us. Good evening to you.
Give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. Can you please give me your time? Let me quickly submit. Have to attend to something, please.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you, Mr. F. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, White Panther, White Panther. Thank you, sir. All right. I think, first of all, good afternoon, everyone in the panel and those at the comment section. Mr. Elvis, I have a little concern here because I know we're coming here every day to speak, to discuss the things that bothers us in our country, you know, but it's very unfortunate that the people who are fighting for are not seeing it that way, you know, because it is so worrisome. Because a few months ago, there was a protest against bad governance. All of a sudden, a group emerged, are protesting against the protests. So now tell me, how do we deliver ourselves from this sham? How do we free ourselves from this situation? If we, the people that are suffering this pain, that have been subjected to poverty, are fighting for the oppressed. In fact, it's unfortunate. I said yesterday, Nigeria is the only country that fight in support of their oppressor instead of fighting their oppressors for their freedom and liberation. That's what they are doing. Just imagine that video you showed us. That woman at her age that's supposed to be a grandmother. How would you do a thing without knowing the reason you're doing a thing? The purpose of doing what you do at that age, you don't know why. You just leave your house and come out just because somebody somewhere say we should come out. And you don't know why. You don't know the reason. You don't even investigate the reason. At least, no matter how poor you are, at least you have a little level of sense of judgment. You should know your why you do what you do. The reason why you go from point A to point B. Is this not madness? You came out to protest on what you know nothing about. And you're being asked, you cannot even say anything. So has poverty taken away our sense of judgment, our little reasoning, our sanity as human beings? For me, I think ignorance and stupidity is the major problem right now. Keep poverty aside. Ignorance and stupidity. You're ignorant of something and you're also adding stupidity to it. How can you, oh my goodness, how can you just leave your house as a human being, a matured human being, not a toddler? You just follow crowd without asking question, why are we going where we're going? Or why are we doing this? I don't know why. Everybody eats food through his mouth. Why? Because God created the man for food. And you eat food because you're hungry. At least you know why you do what you do. But in this situation now, people don't even know anything, and yet they're all out. And these are the things our oppressors will be seeing and taking advantage of. The gullibility of people. Wow. This is shameful. Really shameful. So you have the tenacity, you have the power, you have the energy to leave your house, to come and protest on ignorant, on what you don't know anything about. And you say it's devil somewhere, and you say it's your oppressor. First of all, your ignorance has brought you to where you are. Two, your stupidity also added to it. It's unfortunate. It's only in Nigeria, like one comedian said, that it is only in Nigeria that a nurse will wake up a patient from sleep to take sleeping tablet. That's what is happening. What a shame. Kudos to Ruben Abati's wife. I don't want to overflog it. Jonathan has said so much about that too. So for me, men, women, we are equal. God created he, male and female. So there is nothing to say this one is greater than this one. This one, no. Everybody has his own uniqueness. We are wonderful and uniquely crafted in a unique way. So don't say one is greater than when it comes to things that has to do with life. What a man can do, a woman can also do. Some even say even better. So please, Nigerian people, let's stop delegating our women to the background. Let's stop looking down on them. Without them, that won't be us in the first place. If you look at all through scripture, God himself dealt with women so much, that even than the men. So let's be careful the way we relate to women. We are all equal. God sees us as the same thing in his eyes. It's only when we come to Africa, we come with all nonsense. So, my brother, I will talk again. Let me rest it from here. Thank you for the opportunity. Give us a mandate for using your time. Thank you. Mr. Elvis, thank you. I'm here. I will talk again later.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Give us a mandate. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Hopefully you can hear me clearly, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate the time and appreciate the contribution and everything that everyone is giving into this. All protocols duly observed. I greet everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for doing this again. One of the questions I would like to ask is, I think Mr. Jonathan is here, Mr. Messi Manu is here, and then other elder brothers are here. Who is former Senator Itagiwa during Obasanjo's regime? I know that your guess will be good as mine. You can, because he read something to us about what Donald Duke said about Senator Itagiwa. We know who she is, and so I'm not surprised. She's not just come Yabakasi for calling sake. There are story behind that. But I will leave that to Nigerians to deliberate on, to see if such character is credible to speak on this matter. It is only a shame that you see Nigerians today are going through this evil. But what bothers me is that they leave the pertinent. They leave the pertinent issue, and they are talking about things on frivolities, which is very, very sad. I only hope that this whole situation can actually be addressed and taken serious, and Nigerians are not just being played like balls here and there. Because what we now see is that in the long run, this whole thing hopefully is not what I'm thinking, but it's so sad that a woman is coming out on this issue and they are trying to downplay it. Thank God for wives of the likes of Mrs. Ruben Abati speaking. We need more of her to speak. Someone like Aisha Yusufu, someone like Sister Precious, just come out and speak about this whole situation. But one thing is that let's not forget, Nigerians, that there are pertinent issues in the hands of these guys that they should deal with. Let the House on Ethics deal with this situation. Let the House on Ethics matter. She has filed a petition. Give to them and let them deal on it. But in the course of doing this, Akpabio, can you step down while the investigation is going on? The honorable thing for you to do is to step down. For example, Andrew Cuomo, the senator of New York, it was just same thing. The guy stepped down. He stepped down. So Akpabio, why is it too hard? Only in Nigeria, you see, men, you are being accused, you are being alleged. Just step down. Let them do their investigation. Is it?
All right, give us a mandate. You are not there. We can't hear. Can anybody hear me, please?
Me, I'm hearing you. We can hear you.
Okay, give us. You have so let's move on. Midwest people, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Baba, I greet the whole house. I greet everybody. Listeners and viewers across the globe, I greet every one of you. My submission tonight is I always stand in a different shaft about this very particular issue because it's allegedly, it is an allegation. No fact has been established. Though we as humans, sometimes we can decide or be convinced and choose a side. And that is the way it is now. For me, I think Akpabio has never done anything wrong, even with what is happening. Today, he brought out a book written by the Senate of Nigeria, Rules of Engagement, how they should deal with matters, and how they should handle matters. And they did not write that book because of Natasha. It has been there for so many years. And procedures are there. What I love about this issue is that this issue does not involve any common person. It involves high-profile people, and they all have influence, personalities, and power as far as Nigeria is concerned. And moreover, this is something that have to do with women. It's not because Nigerian women are not powerful, many voices are not there. They are just watching. And I think what is holding them a little back is proof. They want to be sure. Because after all, the whole issue started with a kind of a little misunderstanding of trying to seize or allocate a seat. So it baffles them, and that is why they are in shock. If Natasha, when she went to media houses and social media as a platform, she just exposed, approved, the case would have been different something. So as it is today, it's allegedly, and I will use this platform as an example. I saw somebody who used some kind of wrong words. You corrected the person. These are rules. And many occasions I want to join this platform. If I didn't remember to put on my camera, you refuse to bring me in. These are simple rules. Just also the same thing with the Senate house. The woman is not a stranger to that place. So the petition is very clear. She submitted a petition, but something is missing. According to their rules, which is already law in Nigeria, because they cannot, because of violate any law. If she raises, someone else have to sign it. We have enough numbers of senators in that place that can sign that petition so they can follow the normal procedure. And again, this very particular issue, I don't even know whether senators are the appropriate people to investigate it as far as Nigeria is concerned. But where I live, it has nothing to do with senators. Even if it happened to senators, these are the duties of the police. And they are the one that have to investigate and take the necessary measure by taking it to court. Whether someone even have right to approach the court here over this issue, I think it's not possible. So you should go to the police and they will do their job. But however, looking at our country, most of these institutions, we don't trust them, and we've lacked so many faith on them. So, but nevertheless, but when they are dealing with matters of people that are highly influential, they are very conscious. So that one is for sure. So all I'm still appealing for is for Natasha to move forward and start releasing her proof. The allegation is strong, it's damaging to our country, it's damaging to our own reputation and fellow senators, both male and female, and this Senate president himself, even the president of the country, and Nigerians as a whole. Because if this can happen to senator, what about the common man in a society where government cannot protect common fundamental human right of citizen? So let her do the needful and gather our evidence, drop a motion or any form of, trying to prove I'm strong. These are not matter of I'm physically strong. These are matters that need a kind of wisdom to make sure that everybody who are on your side they don't end up in shame. As some people said, yeah, if it is advanced country, Akpabio will step down. I've never seen the senator that will just step down because of mere allegation. Even today is the first day they approach the Senate office, and across the entire people in that in the Senate office, no one has ever moved this motion. And so therefore, I don't think the Senate can just get up and say, we had an allegation on social media and TV, so Akpabio, you must step down. I don't think that they can operate that way. And if they do that, it means we don't even have a structure on ground. So that is my take on that. At this moment, Akpabio is innocent. Natasha is trying to prove something. She should prove it well. I agree with all Nigerian women who are crying out that this thing is an epidemic in our country. I don't doubt any one of them. In our institutions of learning, place of job seeking centers and people looking for employment, most of these women are always a victim to this kind of something. But however, I don't even know how Nigeria government themselves define sexual harassment, because we have overcopied, and sometimes I don't even know, we copy wrong. Let me just put it that way. Sexual harassment in Germany, if you trace the law, you will see it's different from Sweden. The way they will define it from the bottom, where it will start. And maybe if you even cross within Scandinavia to another, the way it will be defined. On our own case, we should look at whom we are and define where exactly it starts from. Because telling a woman, I'm inviting you to so place to go and drink, is it sexual harassment in our country? This is what I don't know. I'm talking about what the law really talks about. Because in our culture, as I said yesterday, it is the man that will still approach woman. And in that same country, there are culture for polygamy. It is allowed. I don't think if the king of Dubai married 10 wives today is a problem in their country. So we are bound to respect whom we are and build foundation on it. If it is even possible, let region make laws. So fortunately, they put us together. We have different culture, different religion, different teaching, and different understanding. So it's very confusing when I look at that very aspect. So like we who live in the Western world, I keep telling people, like, a beautiful girl is going finky is already sexual harassment. So some country just define it like that. If there is a proof and that woman complain to police and people are there and they testify and they are able to locate you, then you have a serious case. They will treat you like someone who grabbed her already. So, but in our place, I don't know where it starts from. It is the man that still approach women in Nigeria, not the women. So I don't know where they really approach where sex, because for me, I think it will start from, if you not agree for me, this thing I not go give you. Then I think maybe that is a different case. Because this is the way I perceive Nigeria on. If you don't come and sleep with me, I will not give you this score. If you don't come and sleep with me, I will not give you this job. Maybe it starts from there. But just telling a woman, you are very beautiful, how are you? And start telling him all those sweet words that will make her to look at you and maybe fall in love, whether if that one is sexual harassment, or there are some places where you cannot try that, by law. So that is why lawmakers, they should make law, all this grammar, subsection, some of the grammars and vocabs they put there, it brings a lot of questions. As I am now, if somebody should ask me, where does it start from in my country? I think I will start from, if someone is telling you, maybe you are in need of something, is telling you, if you don't give me, if you don't lie with me, I cannot give it to you. But maybe it's more than that. But what I've seen so far, I will never support the woman just because she said a man is sexually harassing me. David suffered it in the Bible. We call ourselves Christians. Many potential men here in Europe has fall victim, but thank God to some of them we prove they are able to bail themselves out. And two, many women also are really victim as well. My prayer is that anybody who does such a thing, may God help the police officials or a team of investigations to do their work diligently so that that person can be apprehended and be punished, even if 100 men does it. But unfortunately, these 100 men were able to go away with it without any punishment. But unfortunately, one innocent man become a victim. It is even better to let those 100 to go and let that innocent man to go. This is just my summation. It's a very serious allegation. Do oya ekpitan owo oruewu oruewu me ari ni aya wegbe emo ge ari ni oruewu me aya wegbe. It's like in Benin, he said there's a word we call native chop and salt. He has his own taste. No matter how taste, even though if a lie tastes like that, we cannot use it to rob our body. At this moment, it's an allegation, and we should treat it as an allegation, and she should follow the due procedures so that justice can be served. Thank you, Naija Wash, and I thank all listeners.
Thank you, Ogami, those people. Thank you very much for your time and wonderful submission. To add to your submission, for me, I know somebody that were arrested, although detained for just few hours, but fined heavily and sacked from his job just for calling a married woman at work sexy, using the word sexy. He lost his job, detained in the UK, and he was later sacked and fined for telling a married woman, "Oh, you are sexy." Just that. So we should learn how to talk to our women in Nigeria. Women have suffered so much in Nigeria to the extent that they cannot speak out because people like you and I will not believe them when they speak, or we will laugh over it and take it as a joke. We should stop it. Let's move on. I appreciate.
I just want to add, Mr. Elvis, that you see what Midwest was saying, or what he was alluding to, that it's not clear, the law of sexual harassment. In Nigeria, it is very clear. The law is very, very clear. The sexual harassment law is very, very clear. The issue is just that it has not been tested in the court of law. It has not truly been tested. If anything, it is even the poor people that have gone to court to test it. The veracity of that law, the efficacy, effectiveness, whether that law is true to the letter, it has not been tested. This will be, as far as I'm concerned, maybe there are other high-profile cases. This will be the first one in my memory that I can connect with that will really test that sexual harassment law as enshrined in the Nigerian Penal Code. This is the first one that will test that law at the court, within the Nigerian court system. So the law is very clear in Nigeria. Sexual harassment is very broad. And again, that law is
what I'm talking about. I know we have law. Where exactly is this starting from?
No, that's what I'm about to. That's what see. Sexual harassment, even in Nigerian law, the person that is making the allegations, Natasha has very little to do. That is why the team of Akpabio right now, they are shaking. That law does not give the woman, the onus of proof is very, very minimal on the woman. That is why the Senate, they said they are not accepting the petition. I dare them not to accept that petition. I dare them. They will accept that petition. That is why now they can't sleep. And guess what? This is not like the case of Natasha can change her mind. Like the Lagos State National, they impeach a speaker, and 3-4 weeks later they said he's not impeached again. As if everybody is all stupid, everybody is stupid together. This is not the case. Natasha cannot change her mind. Is in court, and the onus of proof is less on the complainant, on Natasha. That is the Nigerian law. The only thing is that you and I, We have not seen high-profile case like this. This is where the Nigerian court, they will have to test that law, that harassment law at this level, Nigerian court. So, Akpabio, you will see this thing is not going. At the end of the day, I'm predicting to a very high extent, I'm predicting Akpabio will be asked to step down. Mr. Tinubu will have to come in and ask him to step down. That's my own. I'm just predicting because this thing is now. I dare those senators to say they are not accepting the petition. On what ground?
But remember, Mr. Jonathan, you and I dared them here that we dare INEC to try and declare Tinubu the winner. He did. They slap you, guy. You don't see anything.
Mr. Elvis, this is different. You know why this is different?
It's not different, though. You know,
okay, let me tell you why this is different.
Overnight, these people can
Natasha, this woman in question, she's a sitting senator. So this is what they are going to do now. So they will disgrace her. They will say, you have no case. Just go and sit down. See, there are things that there are things that you can do, you cannot do. You'll be ashamed of yourself. You see, this one is beyond them. The only thing here is a soft landing for Akpabio, either to apologize, to come out there and apologize.
Apologize for waiting now.
Apologize to Natasha. That's the soft landing. They will find a way for him to come out. But if this case, as it is in court right now, if they see the complainant, the woman has not seen. You see, the proof, the onus of proof is not positive, is not burdensome at all. It is only that Nigerian women have been locked up.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you a lawyer on this? Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not a. See, that's a good question. Okay. I've been waiting. I hope somebody will ask me that. I'm not a lawyer. Yeah. Okay, I'm not stupid either. I can read the law. Okay, I have a lawyer, so I advise my lawyer what my lawyer will do.
Sorry for asking you. I'm not doubting your submission. They all make sense. They have, I just want to know whether you someone that inside the law system and you are talking from that point. So don't be.
The thing is that see. Let me answer the question for you further again. See, in this age and time, there is nothing in the law, within the law, that you and I cannot read. We can go ahead and read it. Even lawyer themselves. You know what? The difference between lawyer and you and I is creativity. The lawyer must be creative because there is nothing in the law that I cannot read myself as the lawyer has studied it himself. Nothing.
Exactly.
It is only that the lawyer must be creative, and the so that he'll be able to say this black is white.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying yes.
I have a law dictionary at home. I read the Constitution all the time. I on my own, even when I'm not working. So I support you on that, Mr. Jonathan.
Apart from that, I've said it here on this platform. My daughter, she's a lawyer. Okay, my daughter is a lawyer, and I'm proud to say that.
Of course.
Okay, so when I talk, when we talk on legal matters, she beats me on creativity, not on law, because I will read it, I will say this is it, and she will laugh. The thing is on creative. A lawyer that is not creative is as useless as anything. A lawyer that cannot go to court and say this black is white and prove it, it's as useless as anything. It is about law. You and I can read it. There's nothing. You can read it yourself.
All right.
Jonathan, I agree with you. I agree with you. So that's it.
Thank you.
But I just
I'll give you guys time to talk within yourself now. Let Oga CM talk first. Because Oga CM is the only person in the panel. When he finishes, everybody within ourselves will round up.
Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. All protocols once again.
Please hold on, Let me appreciate Peggy Modi for the super chat earlier on. Madam Peggy Modi, God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for all that you do. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Niger Watch. Like I said, all protocols duly observed. On this Akpabio issue, there's something I want to get. What I listened to today, Natasha is a senator. Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduagan. Akpabio is a senator, also the Senate president. The allegation Natasha is presenting is not by somebody who is outside the chamber. He's alleging that one of the rest of 108 senators sexually harassed her, and that person happened to be the Senate president. Now, the procedure I do not understand is, like the Senate leader said, they won't accept it because Natasha is not the person to sign the petition. I don't know whether I'm making a mistake. But that is what
But he had another thing to it. Like, if they already have the case, according to the law, if the case is already... Are you hearing me?
So okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is this, I will urge Natasha because they are using, somebody said they are using technicality. Okay. There must be a sympathetic senator there. Natasha,
thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Because to me, this is technical. Okay, sign them. Okay, no worry. 108 senators, at least there are people that if there's somebody like Senator Abdul Ningi, the one they suspended, all those, I'm not saying that he's the person, but there must be out of 108 or 107, just remove Akpabio out of the 108, it becomes 107. Remove Senate leader, or it becomes 106, or let's say 100. There must be one or two that will be sympathetic, male this time, that we put a pen to paper. You submit it. Do you know why I'm saying this? Because I haven't got time to research back. What Natasha is trying to do so that they will investigate Senate president is not novel. It's not the first time. Okadibo was investigated. Why? Anticipatory approval. They said they approved some money in anticipation that it will not be put in the budget when they want to pass it. That's what I call anticipatory. They investigated it, found him all this. He stepped down. Eventually, they quashed whatever finding they had with Senator. I think one Senator Kuta from Niger State headed it. Okadibo's own was anticipatory approval for whatever it is. The central point of my logic is he was investigated. Therefore, Akpabio must step down. Natasha, take it. What is it like? Oh, this signature, they no cross the T. Go and do it and then resubmit it. Now we must get to the end of this. Akpabio must step down for full because you can't expect Natasha to bring out evidence. It's only when because Akpabio cannot be holding the gavel and sitting there and you are asking Natasha, hey, no, it's not done. If it were another floor member, it's okay. But you can't be leading and they are holding the gavel. No noise, quiet. Audience, please. You're not gavel. Audience. Then we go for reset. No. There has been a precedent. Okadibo was investigated. We all know that. When he was Senate president, he stepped down. Then they brought this Ohaneze chairman now. Then he was a senator. Senator Azotan Bata from Rivers State. They make him Senate extempore or something like that, who will just to preside over a particular issue. So that was the man they elevated from the floor. You go over there and sit and then take proceedings. Such things should take place. I think Give Us Amanda reminded us that Saraki also stepped down. So this Akpabio own, he can't go. Natasha, it's okay. You're a lawyer. You know what? If that is the thing, or rule, Senate rule. The rule does not say that a senator cannot accuse another senator. It doesn't say so. And the rule does not say that a Senate president cannot be found wanting. He's a human being. This thing we must get to the end of it. So if it's resubmission, you present it the way it should be. But Akpabio must step down to be investigated. It's as simple as that. You cannot dismiss it. So that is as far as it goes. And that nothing below it, nothing short of that is acceptable. By the way, ordinarily, Akpabio should have been the person moving that, gentlemen, I can't be, my reputation is at stake. I don't want every media is writing about this, is the gossip. Let me step down to clear my name. And they will clap for him. I've seen it done. He said, Senate, when it pleases you to form a committee, I step down, or maybe I step. That's all. That's all we needed. But this idea that you will sit down and be talking of this, talking of that, no. Sexual harassment is not something that somebody will go in about and then be carrying a camera. Will come and show evidence he sexually harass you. If I touch you, if I invite you for a meeting in a hotel, maybe if I phone you, all those phone calls in the midnight, in which the voice of Senate leader, the way Natasha said it, there is a log. If you invite the service user, if it's MTN or Glow Network or whatever, you tell them this is the number, let them give you use subpoena, what they call subpoena. The court will now tell them that by force, you will bring out the phone on all the calls that have gone into this phone for so time. And then they have it. So you use it and say, you have to explain what we are calling your fellow Senate by that time for. And had there been a trend? We know all these things now. When somebody is saying there are certain things you don't believe. By the way, the fact that it surfaced, what I'm hearing now is Natasha has either 3 kids or 6 kids, but not from 6 different men. Not 6. What I'm hearing is they're either 3, maybe a married, divorce here, that's something like I had. But all those ones will be streamlined, will be straightened out. Because everything has to be put into into the social media just to be fighting. All these ones are just playing a right fullback or defensive midfield when you are in the spectator's seat. No, it won't work. So Natasha, what I'm saying is, please look at it very well. Look at the rules. You're a lawyer. If there is merit in what they are saying, there must be another signature. If that is what they want, Akpabio can buy all of them over.
If Natasha gets 6 children with different men or whatever, how is it their business?
No, they say no. Okay, no. But I want us to let us. This thing. People like to put salt so that the thing we test or salt and sugar go the test. We know. Ned that is sitting there. I'm hearing rumor that is going for another one. I don't know where that one will come from. So all these things we see, Nigeria, they just want, they feel that when you say it, because the highest thing you will call a woman in Nigeria, oh, you are a pro PRO, the other one. So PRO, that is what they want to bring up. Akpabio used this trick on that Ogoni lady who was the interim management board, interim management council or something of NDDC. He said he went to Arise. He said, ask him. He has married and divorced. He has had 6 marriages in her life. What do you think? This all bunkum. This all nonsense. I prefer a woman marry and divorce than to be and then we are harvesting pie. I don't like it. In a relationship, they say this one buying wife or this one husband. And instead of that, why not go apart? There's something I prefer life. Why not go apart? If it must come to buying people. So if you are in danger, it's better. You may even help the man. The man may say, I better go apart. I don't want to be accused of being a murderer and have that stain in my life. There's something, the one that happened in Anambra State. You people must have had it. To me, I said then, why didn't you? A man is accusing the wife of philandering or maybe sleeping outside, and all you could do is to burn the woman or set her. I said, why? All you should have done was go to the people, take your dowry or say, look, we cut off. If people are telling you, say, no, I don't want to, out of annoyance one night and then buy somebody. It is better we separate so that man you are visiting behind me, you can now go and have full time instead of doing it part time or maybe corner. Now I'm giving you you are now back to your 18 years old when you were single or 15. So you go. To me, I will help such a man. He will say, if you say it anyway, say, look, I'm divorcing her because I don't want one day, I'm a hot-tempered person. I may, because of hot temper, and then do something that you regret. Is it not better we go? People will clap for you. So I welcome that. Anything that will save life, I welcome it. So in this Akpabio something, all I'm hearing, all I'm seeing is it's just a camouflage and then trying to save Akpabio, but he can't be saved. Natasha, carry on. We must get to the bottom of it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Augustine. I just hope that we can get to the bottom of it. I really want to see the end of this whole thing. I don't know who is guilty, who is lying, who is not lying, but we need at least, let's have a system that works. That's my stand.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, everyone on the panel. I've given their submission. So I'm just going to call on everybody now to speak within yourself, interject yourselves for the next 30 minutes. Let's do 30 minutes so that we can round up, but I would like to start with Mr. Henry. From there, anybody can just come in and take it from there. Let's do 30 minutes. Or should I just give to 2 minutes so that we round up? I don't know which one is.
Service, let them round up. I'll be listening. You can be busy now. Thanks.
Okay, good. Yeah. Midwest people, sir, you have the floor. Thank you, sir.
Okay. What I want to say is this, my brother. Nigeria, the way we define our law is very confusing. Today now, they were reading some certain things that this is our rule in the Senate. If a senator want to present an issue of, the kind of things she want to present today, someone else have to sign it. The issue must not be in the court of law. If it is there, they can no longer debate on it or do anything. Whether they just want to debate, because the way it is today, I don't think whether they want to investigate it. Even whether they have what it takes to investigate such a matter, I don't know. And secondly, I keep asking, where exactly does this matter start from according to our law? And nobody has been able to really explain the bottom of where you can say woman is sexually harassed. For example, most of this European country here, this rape will even start with your own wife. She have right to complain for it. So there's a place where they say this is it can start from here, and they cannot even quote the law, but they were born to know it. Just the way the olden days.
Do you know, Midwest people, why this is particularly concerning is this. As a person, you're a private person, I'm a private person. Our wives might say, oh, you are, sexually harassing me. That is purely private. Akpabio is number 3, a public official. Do you know what it means? Yeah. Akpabio is number 3, a public official, maintained with public money. In your house, Midwest people, you pay the rent, it's your house. Whether if you don't pay the rent, you face the landlord. If you bought the house, you struggle to buy it and you maintain it. Akpabio is living in a free house. In a free house with gate man with a 160 million naira car Tinubu bought for them. Maybe his own, maybe 2 or 3. Every morning when he's coming with coat of arms in the front of his car and the sergeant of arms. Do you know the that is Nigeria. If you can't get, if you don't want to stand the heat of the kitchen, get out. It is not a look, do you know things like this with people will say, I'm sorry, I resign my position, I'm now a floor member. Simple. Even without people do it because he's number 3. That is why particularly what are this issue? Most of the people, most of the people doing protest or maybe man or woman, they must have sexually abused somebody, harassed. But because they are private, nobody is interested. Akpabio, the moment you step up to serve the public, the scrutiny, torchlight is under your posterior, watching you. If you don't want, you get out. That's what we are saying. It's not compulsory. You must be a Senate president. You have your life to live. So when you are there, you can't dictate to us what is being done. You live in a free house. Electricity is there. Gate man, maybe in your country home in Ekore, is being guarded. The one you live in Abuja is guarded. Before you move your wife, we pay for all these things. But you Midwest people, we don't pay for you. You pay for yourself. I pay for myself. So that is the difference. That's why if you can't serve the public very well, if you can't stand the scrutiny, please don't raise your hand that you want to serve. Not when you get there, you expect to be treated the way they treat Okada man who thief, maybe Okada man thief bread for road. We treat them anyhow. Then when you thief your own, you say, after Okada man, not the bread. No, you are different. You are number 3. So it carries a lot of responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you. And the thing is, where I say our law, most cases doesn't have proper definition. Now we have our own culture, we have our own way of life. Okay, let's say Akpabio is from northern part of Nigeria, and now with his age, he want to marry a girl of 18 years. Can you go and we can't even challenge them? You see the picture of our country. Even if he has 4 wives before, he want to make it 7. Some senators are from south, like one of our brother. I don't want to mention his name. Who always marry young girls, and maybe he's planning to take another one now.
Yeah, if you marry a girl, no, marriage is different from sexual harassment. You know
even under Mr. Midwest, even under the Sharia law in the north, it's even more serious. So if they take it on, unless they want to bury it, they don't want to. Under Sharia law, sexual harassment is a gross misconduct that the punishment is, it's like jungle justice under the Sharia law.
I agree with you. That Sharia law depends on countries. Every country have their own. That is why it's so complex. It's also like where I'm speaking to. Where exactly does it start from? And in some of these countries, it is the woman that they are still going to blame. So I don't want to go there so deep, but they know better than us. But this very particular issue we are into today, I'm still trying to define where exactly does it start from. Hello, woman, you are beautiful. Look at her. Oh, sorry, my husband used to tell me. I think it should end there. And I don't think any offense is in that. But looking at their position and the places they occupy,
let me answer your question further. I think you see it's a concern, and when you have a concern, it's legitimate. And the only way to handle it is to get additional information to clarify it. It's good to always have concern. Let me make attempt to respond to it. You see, when they introduced the sexual harassment law in Nigeria, yes, I think you are right. It was very, very vague to the point where the sexual harassment was only attached to real carnal knowledge. That is rape. So if all these things, like the one somebody said, someone called, I think it was Mr. Elvis, he was referring to a case in the United Kingdom where somebody called a married woman sex.
Yeah,
in Nigeria, you see, when they started the first sexual harassment law act in Nigeria, that one will not hold water. But under pressure, you remember, under pressure, especially the case of that University of Benin student that was fined because she was raped when she is a University of Benin student, and that thing went viral, and all. They were forced to amend that law. They were forced, so it is no longer restricted to carnal knowledge. Because when you say carnal knowledge, that is why it is so difficult. So you can slap a woman, you can harass a woman, you can do whatever you want to do. If the woman goes to court, it is, did the woman really penetrate? Did the man actually penetrate? Did it really happen? So you can see that law, it was so vague, the law was so useless to the point where the Ministry of Women Affairs said they had cases of over 3,000 rape cases, and they have referred about 1,700 to the Nigerian police. No one of them the Nigerian police was able to gain conviction. 1,700 cases because of that useless law, which is that there must be real carnal knowledge.
Yes.
But now they have changed it. So that burden is, you don't need, it doesn't have to be real carnal knowledge. So they have actually amended it.
You see, but Jonathan, the fact that if Akpabio stepped down, and maybe they will look into all these things and found out that it's unfounded, then you come back to your seat and they will clap for you. But the thing is that because you are fingered, my own is that you must step down because of the status and the integrity of the office you're occupying. That's why
you cannot be the judge in your own case.
Yes, exactly. You can still look into, it's okay. You can still look into it because you step down. Everybody will now be free to say, Natasha, is it what you are saying? To me, it doesn't, people will now start looking. In the end, they will say, well, maybe Akpabio will now say, what do you think? They said, to us, this does not constitute just like making a mountain out of a molehill. it does not distract, it does not belittle Akpabio. Rather, you are respecting that office. That is the regard. That is what you are respecting. And that is why the eyes of the public are on you. If eventually it turns out the way they say Akpabio regains his seat, everything done, and hey, that is what we want to hear. But you must step down because you've been fingered. And what they are fingering you in is not something to be happy about. You have to go and defend your case. You don't stay there and be holding the gavel and be talking that you didn't do it. Or no.
Yeah, let us take it this way. I think we should maybe sometimes they listen to us. What I will say is that this woman should do everything possible, as you said earlier. Let her look for someone to sign that petition, and so that they can, from there, maybe when they read this petition in the floor, then that will now warrant Akpabio to say, it's okay, since this case is already here, I'm stepping down. You know, he cannot just step down.
Sorry, I'm hearing this petition not signed. Are you saying that Natasha
That's
did not sign it?
No,
or
see what they said is this. See what he said. Today, Akpabio read procedures.
Okay.
If a senator want to present a petition, there are guidelines, which is already law. So number one of it is that if you write it yourself, you will not be the one to sign it and present it.
Okay.
So you must give it. Then another one again that they were also holding against the something is if the case is already in any court of jurisdiction, there's no way you can debate it or even do anything again. And they were not pointing to her that the case already. No, she said no. This sexual harassment is not there. It's only defamation of my own character by social person. So it became a little bit complicated. You see the way they define. That's why they are law. They will not.
So they have not found. So far they have not been able to find any.
Another person will not even pointing to Akpabio's wife going to court over this issue. You can see the way the whole thing is a little bit. That's why I said
no. See, if Akpabio, the angle of Akpabio's wife is a different issue. That is Akpabio versus Natasha Akpoti. Akpabio's wife is not a senator. He is not part of the Senate. So it's just like just like if Natasha's husband want to sort of join and start to sue
they are trying to bring everything in. If it is before a court, I don't know why they write all these kind of things. What is the need?
See, listen. If it's between Akpabio's wife and Natasha, Natasha
we have to be honest. CM said,
wait. If what Akpabio's wife is alleging or is suing Natasha for, it is Akpabio's wife versus Natasha.
But it's related to this issue.
Listen now. What we have, because he has put it in court. Who is the defendant there? Senator Natasha Akpoti. So Natasha should go to the court where he's requested. It's not Akpabio that they are inviting. But in this case, Natasha is frontally to Akpabio. Natasha versus Akpabio. So what it means is, while we take it from the point that they've said their rule, emphasizes that the person who's making the allegation or bringing it, you can do it. Then somebody else will sign it and they bring it up. Yes, that's why I'm advising Natasha. You know the law. You're also a lawyer. Maybe you did it in a haste. If that is true, it does not mean that the other side says it becomes true. If that is true, follow the process. It wasn't meant for you. As long as Okadibo stepped down and was investigated, Akpabio must step down. That's what I'm saying. As long as Akpabio stepped down, I mean not Akpabio, Okadibo he stepped down and he was investigated. So
why are they requesting another person to sign another? You see the issue in our country. Nothing is straightforward. Nothing is simple. You must jam a clause. You must jam this one. He must hit one. It can't go straight forward. Nothing.
They didn't make it because of Natasha, Senator Natasha Akpoti. Sorry if I say Natasha, I mean Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. They didn't suddenly make this law in January or December because they anticipate that by February. It's been with them. So Natasha, follow the rule. There must be somebody or whether are two signatory that will back up your destiny and you bring it out. That's all. All I want is the thing has followed the due process. Now Akpabio step down for investigation. You can't be sitting there, Senate president, taking salary, and then you want the Senate to investigate you. The Senate must investigate. It's a principal officer. It's number 3 in the country. So, Natasha, please follow the due process. If they say cross the T, go cross it. Dot the I, go and dot it. And then bring the thing back.
I just even see the insult upon injury. See the mess that I think we have 3 senators that are women. 3 of them. You can't even see one of them. The only one that spoke was an aberration, which is was this Abuja woman.
Ireti.
You cannot even see one of them that will,
and obedient.
We cannot
blame them. Let us not blame those women. Even the senators said. This is the first time they are witnessing this kind of issue. That is why many people there are quiet. They don't want to operate on emotion. They are just waiting for a little. For example, this woman released one little test. I tell you, Akpabio, nobody, Nigerians women, not this kind of people you interview. Why are you here? A lot of women are warming up. I'm telling you, intellectuals. But
just
they don't want.
Let me toe your line. Let me toe your line a little bit on that. See, if Natasha comes out tomorrow with one evidence or the other, no matter how blatant that evidence is, you will still see women that will say it's fake.
I agree.
It's all made up, blah, blah, blah. You see, Nigeria, as you said, Nigeria.
No, my brother, I agree with you. Even if Satan come today, I be Satan. Do some people go to praise them. Instead of
but to me,
you will see some people will go to one. But if I will tell you, inside that Senate, do you know how many people powerful that want to say Akpabio out of being that president? So we need to be honest.
Akpabio is not even supposed to be a member of the Senate because he did not buy.
Let's not make that case that. Let's not make the case that they want to see him leave the office. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. There's a case of allegation here. There's a case of allegation against the supposed number 3rd man of the country. Was there a president before? Somebody has slapped him before. He has received a hot slap before in the house of a woman.
Although you are,
Akpabio should not even be there in the first place. Did he buy for him?
Buy for him.
Should not be there in the first place.
Okay.
I will not go.
What are we saying here? There's a president. If somebody has gotten hot slap before, hot one. So let's not say that we want to see him fall down.
Let's stay on the side of democracy.
Yeah. For me, even if Akpabio is a senator based on the way Nigeria want their thing to be, for me, I will put that one aside at the moment because this very issue that is on ground, I want it to be issue that will serve as an example to most of our men who are in position, particularly the lecturers. You understand me? And those our young women will now gather a momentum to start looking for a good evidence. And we can advocate for an institution they can complain to because a lot of people are suffering this issue. We can never take it away. It's becoming a menace.
Why I'm particularly disgusted with the presence of Akpabio is this. The senator representing me from Anambra South will say, I came here, I scored so and so votes to beat my opponent. Akpabio, who did you beat? How many votes brought you to Senate? Nothing. You see, that's a joke. You can't, if you didn't start well, if the process is not clean, the outcome you can't trust it. Akpabio should not be there, let alone being Senate president. Now look at because he's not supposed. It's not supposed to be among them.
Dr. CM, please
Yes.
wait. I know this might be a ridiculous question, but I will still ask anyways. Is it that 2023, February 25th, the presidential and then the House of Rep and Senate election, Akpabio was not on the ballot?
Akpabio picked nomination form to be president.
Okay.
If he say he don't conquer Senate, because he was a senator from governor, he became a senator in 2015. So
Yeah.
from 2015 to 2019
Yeah.
to 2023, he's been a senator. So he felt that maybe let me how do they call it? Let me upgrade to the president. So he go collect form
for presidency,
for presidential nomination.
Yeah.
Somehow, just like, the best example is Dr. Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State. He wanted to be president, wanted to compete against Tinubu. Did you now see that because Kayode Fayemi lost out, did the people of Ekiti spring him to go and be a senator? No. That is what happened to Akpabio. Akpabio did not, there is no name under with a neck form showing Akpabio expressed interest. You know, they call it expression of interest to say,
yes.
I want this post. So Akpabio has forgotten about the Senate. He was eyeing the presidency, but he couldn't make it. That is the issue. So that's why I gave the example yesterday that somebody is just sleeping in his house. You just wake him up, say, come and study law at the University of Benin. He said, I know buy jam form, I know even write for exam. But you carry and go give him admission. When you go to the class, say, now you go be class governor, not even your seat. He said, now you go be class governor. That is what we are witnessing. Then when the person start to mess up, people go, they wonder, say, how? He say, has to be. Akpabio is not supposed to be there in the first place.
And for him to have stepped down, I think what he eventually now did was to compensate him with this Senate president. In my own way of analyzing this, because if you look at all of them, hold on, sir. If you look at all of them in the first place, this one said I stepped down for Asiwaju. That one said I stepped down for Ashikeni. They were all stepping down. So maybe it's a way to compensate him, because if you look at the election, I even brought him in as the Senate president. You see what they did to Matawali and the others when they show interest of becoming the Senate president. So see, all of these things, the foundation was already faulty. There was already a faulty foundation. This guy, see, it's not even from the place of being a Senate president or being by form. From NDDC, this guy should be in jail. He should be in jail. Where's any money today? Where's the money?
Off your mic. Off your mic. No, it's true. It's true.
It's a disgrace.
Maybe there's.
Remember that off your mic. Now, Akpabio. Now I make statement way off your mic. Come out. Okay, so maybe we give her praise for that.
Stop it, please. Stop it. Don't be confusing Nigeria. Don't confuse Nigeria here. Stop it, my brother. What are you saying now?
No be credit. Listen,
you want to give a seat. What are you saying?
Wait, not Akpabio that was. Is it not Akpabio that was talking where the man said, okay, it's okay. Off your mic.
Did he not steal? Did you not steal?
Let me bring the context of your mic. Off your mic was, Akpabio like doing deal. So they went to push, because Akpabio was the minister of Niger Delta under NDDC, the supervising ministry for NDDC. So they were trying to locate contracts that were not done. It happens that they want to indict Akpabio was even saying, is it not some of you, all of you in the legislature, are the people bringing
He wanted to open the box.
He wants to rob them. He wants to rob them in.
So that was where that because Akpabio was in the net. They carry and go nail him. So Akpabio say even the contract, is it not you senators and legislators
No,
that we are
yeah.
even bringing? They say off your mic, off your. That was how
Let,
it come.
let us be honest here. You see, if there's something they call all corrupts, both those that were investigating and the Akpabio that was talking, they know themselves. So that statement, if I don't know why this thing is echoing. Somebody open his mic there. He can look. So if those people were to be innocent, that off your mic would have happened. You understand me? We should know the kind of country we are into. We should not be.
My brother, in the first place, the money that they were talking about belongs to Nigeria, right? Akpabio was the head. Don't forget that this same issue came out when one woman also said that the same. That was when I think he got one slap now. So you cannot. There is no way you can say it here. You cannot remove Akpabio. Akpabio should have been in jail. I know you're everything man. I'm not against that part, but this guy should be in jail by now.
For me, I can't defend the integrity. For me, I can't defend the integrities of this people.
Okay. Have you forgotten that Akpabio was the one telling them they don't send prayers to their inbox? Have you forgotten? The same Akpabio, he said the prayers, they have sent the prayers to your. You see, the man is not.
That man is brutally corrupt.
It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to. And again, he hasn't got. That's what they call TACT, tact. He hasn't got it. It can't be a public officer if you don't have tact. To be honest with you, the man just sometimes. Okay, is it not the person that told people? He told people. He said, "How can you tell people protesting? You should have said, please, no need you people protesting. Tinubu is doing this. You realize so many things. So please, no need. We've listened to you. We've heard you. We are working around the clock. Even now, we have not closed since last week. I've been doing it." But he tell them, say, if you go and protest, we go to their house, they chop. What type of man is that?
Let me quickly jump in here before we finish the minutes. A video that I would like to showcase is a short video, but to buttress some of the things that we'll be talking about on this platform, that the most problem that we are facing in Nigeria is coming from either the religious leaders or the traditional rulers. You know, we don't talk about, especially me, I don't talk about tire for a year. People don't beat me whenever I mention those people and all that. But maybe this video will shock you guys to see that a traditional person is or something and a pastor, you know, engaged in kidnapping. A well-known pastor and a traditional word. Although, Nigeria, we have a long way to go. Watch this.
Awara, and is the one that gave out Lexus car RX 300 to the kidnap gang. That is how you usually do. You will loan out vehicles, give out vehicles to them. When those ones go out and they operate, after they finish operation, they will come and give in the booty of the operation. But in this particular case, he got disappointed because we were able to get him. Of course, we had intelligence on him for some time, but we're trying to trail him to really get the right time that we are going to get him with the evidence, and here he is. Also, there is Ebenezer. Ebenezer, where are you? That's Ebenezer. He's one of those key members of the gang. And the pastor, who told you? Where is the pastor? Pastor, show your face. That is pastor. That is the operational leader of the gang. And AK-4, as I said, 4 AK-47s were recovered from them. This, and this were recovered. So, yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. Carry that one. Oh yeah. Okay. No. Oh yeah, carry that one. Carry the other AK-47. And then the last one, the 1, 2, 3, this one is oh yeah, hey, carry. So these 4 AK-47 rifles were recovered. These 4 rifles were recovered from this gang. In addition to these 4 rifles, this LA and this SMG were recovered. This LA and this SMG were, the 2 of them were taken from NDLA operatives. They were coming from an assignment sometime in May, and they were ambushed. One of them was shot, the other was injured, and their rifles were taken away from them. So these rifles have been recovered for NDLA, and in addition, they have arrested the suspects that committed this heinous crime. And from them we have recovered 120 rounds of live ammunition. 120 rounds of live ammunition, and the ransom of 4.2 million. Is the ransom of 4.2 million. And out of the ransom, a sum of 3 million was given to the Eze. A sum of 3 million was given to the Eze as payment for him to repurchase another vehicle, because the vehicle that he gave to the team was recovered by the police, and they thought that it's a lost thing, and for them to be in operation, they have to compensate the Eze. So in so doing, they gave him a sum of 3 million naira in order for him to buy another vehicle, so that they will still be in business. Of course, some of the monies were recovered, totaling 4.2 million. Out of the total sum of 7.5 million. Out of the total sum of 7.5 million that were taken from victims, they have recovered 4.2 million. And of course, those are various magazines, you know, and cartridges that were recovered. So outside this one, there are other cases, as I told you. There are other cases, case of recovery of vehicles, case of defilement, case of incest, and all that. So that is what we have there. And these are the suspects. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Just imagine that.
Easy.
Now, see the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. I'm telling you, the problem of our country is...
See, what I will put here is this, what is coming, what is going to happen in Nigeria is going to touch everybody. I'm just telling you. Even those who deem to be powerful, who deem to be influential, they don't understand the kind of generation that is growing up. We have lost it all. And it has getting to a point where everything will go out of hand because there is no structure to handle all these things. Both the policeman talking. Do you know how many ammunition missing under the Nigeria police force? Today, the Senate were questioning them. Where are those ammunition now? It's gone. They can't even account for it. They can't account for the money given to them. Even Nigeria don't have Ministry of Finance, the worst part of it. We're just deceiving ourselves. The Department of Finance to the President represent the whole of Nigeria Ministry of Finance. The department to your own governor is not the Ministry of Finance. They don't know what is going on in the society. Business are not attached to it. Individuals are not attached. Even those corporate companies serve. Sometimes you can go and find the information in the central bank to tell you. It's so heartbroken.
Well, what I will say first is, I first of all commend the police. Not that the police are entirely clean, but for this job, I mean, this is what they're supposed to do. So I commend the police for apprehending them first. So they should redouble their effort. That is why the police, that is their primary responsibility. I wish they would be doing it like this. Now these people have been caught. The question I have to ask is, let them not compromise, because when you catch people like this involve this type of money, Let people not go behind to buy their way through, whereby tomorrow you see these people again on the road, on the street, continuing where they're. If you want to put them away permanently in the prison so that they don't come out. I commend the police for what they did. Nobody will imagine a pastor. He said you are a pastor. He was even hiding his face. So to that extent, the police, well done. That is the first thing I will say. Then as for the punishment, I mean, you don't spare this paper. I don't care whoever the title anybody bears. As long as you commit crime, you have to do it. You have to do the time. But in trying to do it, now that you've caught them, let's not hear that somebody went behind. You know, Nigeria, some powerful people, tomorrow they said he was able to settle.
Or he
Please.
escaped.
Okay, yeah, something like that. I don't want to hear it. Because if there are 1,000 criminals out there, you were able to apprehend 15. It is 1,000 minus 15. That is why I see it. If you get 50 at the end of the year, it becomes 1,000 minus 50. So we are talking of 950 that we don't know. Not that when you get 50, thereabout again, they said, after all, it don't come out, don't go settle them. It's true.
Mr. CM.
7 point something million, and they recover too. I know police, you are not paid, you may be owed, and somebody showing you maybe 2 million or why not do this thing? Your children are in school. It is true, it's tempting. But if they can continue like this, I'm telling you, because it will scare people. I don't want to hear that these people that are made, for one reason or the other, they escape or they are free or they bought their way through. Take them away completely.
Okay.
That is one
CM,
thing.
CM, my suggestion is this. By the time we have an institution that is working, they will put into if they have it already in law, but they have to get institution going to be working. Anybody cash like this kidnapped, go on buying. Any corrupt politician or political official should go to a buying. You see things which work well in that country, because otherwise
it's already a law in Edo State.
Yeah, but
yeah,
not to we have a lot surplus laws. Are they practicing
no,
these things? That's what I'm saying.
Death penalty has been introduced in Edo State. I think across Nigeria, it's only Edo State that have a.
I understand you. We do implement this judgment? That is the question. To speak is to talk, to say it is good, fine. Are they going to utilize this power? Because they use this power already, you see all this nonsense, all this kidnapping, courtesan will be gradually going off. I remember when we were growing up, when they were doing fines, doing armed robbers, or put them, line them up by drum, by them. You don't see people come out in the street and support armed robber for street. What is it? They celebrate criminals because they see it's business as usual. Look at the one the kidnappers. Someone who bought one senator from Anambra State. No, they said. I think they said it. Mr. C, I knew you hear about this. They said he escaped.
It's not senator. It's a member of the House of Assembly.
Then
they were arrested though because of the measure they introduced now. Later they say he escaped. You see it. He escaped. The thing where they don't give police, how can it escape? How?
So you see, people like this, you catch them, they did this crime. You don't need to wait for 2-3 days. I don't have let me tell you, I don't have that godly mind, as they say, to forgive people who buy people before, who rape women, who buy people. I don't have pity for them. I don't have forgiveness for them. Because I don't forgive you when they hold you. The best thing, the answer they need is buying too. Period.
See,
sympathy.
I think the solution to this thing is for the government to agree that things are not working and look for a different way to govern that land. With this structure on the land, we're not going to solve this problem. It's going to get worse.
The government will not want to tell you. The government will not tell you it's not working. But we as individuals, as citizens, that we know that it's not working, we need to do our best to make sure we we safeguard our state. Like if you civilian who caught this kind of people.
Mr. Henry, if you just
Yeah.
give me like five seconds, if an APC man is saying that the country is not working, then are we truly? Because I really don't understand if Ms. West people saying that the country is not working.
But it's not working now. We hit a lie.
The last time I checked, is an APC president that is
It doesn't
matter
matter.
about party this time now. It's not.
It
You have to be sincere. It's not
I'm
working.
just wondering.
No, wait. Let me clarify that something. If you call me APC man, I'm not an APC person. I always choose candidates and I will support them. I don't care about party. We're talking about Nigerians here. We're talking about pastor. We're talking about. That's why they call him Mezi. I beg. I will not only we just have one Oba. Oba cannot do that. But I've seen a Nogie, even from our side, that they have arrested because of this issue, which is also a chief. So across the country.
There's one Obi who went to exile. I don't know the by that time. He went to Anambra too. I remember one time. I forgot the name.
About a region. This is evil is growing in our land. It has nothing to do with political party. Both male, both female, both young, both old, both others. My dear, we don't trust anybody again. It's a serious issue. It has not to, if you think anybody from Labour will be miracle, PDP will be miracle, APC, even APC. Don't you see people jumping from PDP, joining the APC? Everybody is now after their pause. I have to tell you the truth.
I was just wondering that if an APC man is talking like this, then the Nigerians,
Listen. No.
These guys will kill me, I swear.
Forget about Midwest people. The people where the real foot soldiers will not be then say being power, have you forgotten? The real APC. So the thing is that things are bad. But the thing is, what we are saying is that because these are the people they caught, the real stealing is going on inside the air-conditioned offices. We know that. But because of the fact that now them go still investigate themselves, so then them they will cover up. These people are unfortunate, but let us start with them. Why they are stealing their own in the ministries and chambers, they are not buying people. But these people is that they have to do it in a crude way to buy people in order to take what they want from them or to cover their tracks. So I think that is the difference.
That's good. When we have institution that is working properly, those who are using pen and barrel to steal our money is going to put them in the same category too. Life imprisonment. Since they say we want to follow human rights, we put them in life imprisonment with hard labor. We see all this stealing.
Okay, Tinubu go come put Akpabio for prison. Abi will come put Tinubu there. We get long way to go. Now how we use it?
No, I say when we have it,
okay, look, a whole governor for 8 years, he can decide to steal the money. He get immunity. Just look at law.
It's true. It's exactly. It's true.
Now, let's say he can't die and he don't kaput the whole place. What will happen to that next generation?
That's why I say when we have institution that is working, when we have other government that is working.
All this constitution for us, I don't know the kind of satanic genius where they get. Something happened in the Senate now. They brought one red paper. I was so shocked today. They reading somebody here have to sign. Why can't this thing be straightforward? What is the essence of somebody here have to sign? I don't understand. It's so shocking. And when they go to court, though they say lawyers should be creative, you will see Nigeria when they read the law, they can't read subsection 1, subsection 2. You'll be like, say law not exist. This subsection don't cancel the main law. So I'm so confused about the whole thing. If you come to INEC, all the responsibility they come to INEC, one subsection law, come to say INEC can behave like this.
Do you see the one they call a massman? Who said it's a massman? It's a lawyer. He went to where they were asking questions in Arise TV. That looked like he sit like he's sleeping. These are people. They say they are lawyers. These are they do in court. They do in court. When they come, before they come Senate, they go to one local government and the other start begging for vote. They are shouting, making noise. But when they become a so-called honorable, but now they cannot even open their mouth to speak. Talking like see they're like as if they are in their parlor at home. It's so disgusting, so annoying when you hear them talking. When you see a vibrant woman who stand tall and speak, when she's talking, she stand tall and speak. You don't speak like the men who are losers there. They want to shut her out. We're going to be here. We're going to keep on talking about it. Did it make a change? I'm so hungry. You do so-called men.
You see, maybe sometimes, maybe Niger Watch doesn't cover maybe mainly national news, which is understandable. You know, maybe Arise or so you'll be your searchlight on Arise and all this. It's understandable. A revolution against crime is underway in my state, Anambra State. The type we've never seen before since the creation of even Nigeria. Do you know how? If you are caught with anything contraband, the house belongs to the government. They've passed a law. So they're now telling people it is not enough that you put somebody in your house as a tenant. Better know what the person is doing. If the person is doing any shady deal, that's why the governor Soludo is being held like a god now. Everybody is clapping. If they caught anybody doing anything, they trace it. Where does the person live? Even if it's your father's compound, every building there is going down. That's 1 plot or 10 plot or whatever belongs to the government. It's as simple as that. They say they want to fight crime from the grassroots, from the taproot. So it is not enough that they caught you, whether you do on hard drug, you do on counterfeit this, maybe what is it called? You buy somebody, you snatch car. He said you living abroad, you build a mansion at the village, you put somebody there to be looking after it because of grass growing, or you are in Lagos, you build house, or anywhere. The moment it is, because they don't catch you and they leave you, where do you live? It is in the interest, they've passed a law now, that every landlord, everybody, you must know what somebody living with you is doing. It is better you come and tell the police or report to government. There's a direct line. They will now go and say, look, this, and they have to revalidate it, I think every month or every 2 months. So the way they yes.
If you are okay now, you must know what the person is doing for a living. Let's say somebody is a spare parts dealer.
Yes.
And you know where he's selling his spare parts.
Yes.
And now had all these buru something they turn
out. Yes.
They come.
Yes.
You only know they come to say, since now you had
yes.
Now you understand this kind of law.
Okay. Listen. Listen. I know because these people are raised this thing. Because if in they do buru, when they come to your house, it not go show you say they do buru. Sure you know. Good. What is going to show you is that this is when they do, even if not teacher, I say, I'm a graduate, that you live for your house, this is where they teach. But maybe in they do other krukere business. What the government want to know is you file that person's, the moment you start giving the person where to live, you file it with the government. Do you understand? If the person begin do kurukere this, the moment they discover it is now him versus the government, you've done your bit. Do you understand? You've done your bit by informing God, and the government now knows. Maybe you inform the government on a yes, I'm coming. You inform the government on a Monday. By Tuesday, you inform the government on a Monday, and on a Monday is doing the genuine thing. Maybe it's a teacher or doing whatever it is genuine. By Tuesday, Wednesday, it don't change, and they catch them Tuesday or Wednesday. It is in numbers of the government. You are not at fault because you've informed. That's why he's telling you know what the person is doing and come and report. It's only your failure is if you fail to. Do you understand? If you fail to, that is when the government will now say, yeah, we caught this person, but we don't have a record that you've come to report that this person is a genuine person or is not a genuine person. That is just what they want to know. So in that case, you become an accomplice.
Yeah, I want to get have they set up any institution whereby A want to come and rent my house, B want to come and rent? So it's okay, I gave you a contract. Let's go to that office there. Maybe just local government, secretariat, or
You know,
this. I
the
want
way they
to
do it, listen, the way they do
yeah.
themselves, you don't need to label yourself. There's what they call, let me just use like a typical village. There's what they
Mm,
call something like a small village. There's a
mm.
village head. Your own not to go take the village head. Village head go carry and go meet local government chairman. Local government chairman go carry and go meet state level. Sure, you see him.
Okay.
The moment
Say, Mr.
so
Then Mr. A is living with me. Abi?
and then this
Okay.
and this is what the person is doing. He told me is they do. So you people can come and investigate. The moment you don't inform, you are no longer an accomplice.
It's
And
good.
that is what yes, and that is what they want you to do. So which means there is a tendency that this man, you go tell the person, say, look, if I'm not care, because now you go vet the person as you want. If you vet the person and the person is genuine, the moment you don't tell your whether a village head, that's the way I would have explained it. That person go move to another level before he get to local government chairman. The local government chairman go take him to state ministry of where he's supposed to be. Then go document him. That's one. Any hotel in Anambra State, you are free to lodge. But the person who own the hotel or the hotel workers there, as you are lodging, your ID must be filed that night you are going to spend there with the correct, I don't know, not only police, there's a way they put it. If you fail to disclose the identity of anybody that sleeps in your hotel, that hotel is coming down, that land belongs to government. So it is not enough that somebody say, I want to lodge in a hotel. You go tell them, say, okay, bring your ID, Nigeria international passport, driving license, BVN, all those things. And maybe say you bring and you go say, okay, go take room. You go say, wait, let us what is it called? This number you gave us, let us what is it called? Vetting or verifying. They call on phone or say, please check this ID number, this. Check the BVN. Does it correct? Who is the person there? The photograph. If all these things are not done, you admit the person is at your own risk. And nobody go like to build hotel because of one criminal. They call raise and down. So it's making business, although it might be slow, but I wouldn't be surprised that crime is just like this. It's going down every day because there's no hotel to lodge. Any hotel you go to, they said in fact, they gave them the list, you must satisfy it. If you fail to satisfy that and there's something they found out, that hotel is going down. They are going to demolish it. That land belongs to government. Serious. And people are now complying. So the crime has to go. So many, don't be surprised that so many criminals are now living in Anambra, running away to other states. And I think some other states are also doing the same. So because of the bulk of money and businesses, somebody can come and be doing crooked business and then be throwing money around. Governor say no more. And everybody is clapping for him. They said this is what we should do. If you don't like it, you get out of the state. I mean, if you are clean, and they ask you where is your ID, you show ID. Where is your this? You show it. This everything. You go there and stay, no problem. But if you don't have all those things, you can't be allowed to lodge. If any hotel admits you, offers you a room, that is in contravention. If they have a whistle blowing that such a person lodged and this, because one, they put 5 million. Maybe they pay your staff up to 5 million. Everybody is a whistleblower now in Anambra. To be honest with 5 million maximum. Maybe the lady where you never paid them. So he just go out, go call them. He said there's somebody here. They no go mention their name. He said, "Man, I can't check. There's somebody here. Didn't go through the check where and they don't give up." The when they sweep there, the lady is taking 5 million. If they investigate and not true, that hotel is going down. That land belongs to government.
Wait. For example, Mr.
Yes.
CM a hotel in the same state.
Yes.
And Mr. CM live in London. He
Yes.
employed me to be the manager.
Yes.
And I do my duty.
Yes.
Who will suffer the consequence? Is it CM in London and me that is there?
The thing where I go suffer me where they London be say I don't lose my hotel.
It's not good.
Listen, hold on. Listen. It is for me now to tell the person why I put as manager, say, look, these are the rules. I don't want you telling me that our hotel is always fully booked. It is better. Only 2 people enter where they clean, because you have what you are going to lose. You lose the hotel. If you tell the person like that, he go, yes, now you have to know who you put. He say, look, that's why they tell some of us abroad. They say you build house for village. You keep some, say, next person and your mama they talk because they don't old, and then because loneliness. You know, no say the person a criminal. You don't know what they do, but you think say live for free. The moment so many houses have been demolished too, as I'm telling you, since January, so many
You see,
has been demolished.
yeah, they try to prevent. In
Yeah.
my own, when people are making tough law, stringent
Yeah.
law like that,
Yeah.
if innocent person fall a victim, it's very bad. Why do I ask that question? I think they should do more. That if you employ a manager, go
Yes.
and register that manager somewhere with the government. This is the
Yeah.
manager,
Okay.
and now it's taking responsibility. If he fail to do his duty, I don't know that you understand, because they have
But
done like what the first question asked you. If he fail
yeah.
to perform his duty, he will
Yeah.
bear the consequences, not me as an investor,
See,
because you know it boils down to so many other investments. You get what I'm
see,
saying now? So that they can be clearance. The same
you
thing is
see,
also here in abroad. If you go to any hotel today
yeah.
and they fail to document you and
Yeah.
anything, you see those people on duty because you registered their employment with the Ministry of Labor and it
Yeah.
did their work, they will bear the consequences.
But
Although the way place where you will now suffer if you
yeah.
don't follow lay down procedure, because you get your own to perform as the owner or as a
Yeah.
corporate body that owns it. He
Yeah.
himself, an employee, they are automatically responsible as far as they are on duty at that moment. You see it now. So people should. I pray for them to. They have started well. Maybe everybody will come
Yeah.
and learn, because that first question I asked, if indeed they are able to do that, my brother,
Yeah.
that state will be the first state to announce as a safe state in the whole of that country.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
telling
it gets so bad in Anambra that they were taking. I think I don't talk. I'm here. They were kidnapping people as if they are a tuber of yarn. You are carrying a cement from one trailer to the other in broad daylight. Too. You know, you can offload cement one trailer. They were in the broad daylight. You got to offload them. Now, so then they do people, everybody. You know, billionaires now. They opened a 160-room hotel, Grand Suite, says the best in Anambra now. One businessman where he built one for Banana Island or Lakey, built one there. So they say they can't come home. All these things, don't the governor say, okay, this is not the thing. So do you know why? Anybody will fall victim is deliberately because you want to. Because they so made it simplify them, remove the responsibility from you and place it on the criminal. Just do your bit. Why are you in a hurry to admit people in a hotel? Why? Why are you in a hurry to offer a room to a guest? When the person they tell you, it's not he must go, but give us the ID. The moment he's bringing the ID, you are faxing it. You are sending it to the local police there or what they told you. Tell the person this is the procedure, not the money that matter. So if the person is genuine like me, I don't care. I will wait. Say, oh, yeah, do your check. This is my passport. This is everything. I go sleep. Tomorrow I go there, go. If you call me any day, I mean, but those criminals, they won't be able to present any document of ID. So that tells you the green sign, I mean the red sign. So why then are you allowing them? And there's a whistleblower. Remember, the one of the gate man or whoever that may be there, they may murmur that this man, they don't know why he was admitted. They just tell them. The moment they got it, they're giving them 5 million. That hotel is going down instantly. So you go tell me after spending billion or millions to build up, look, the thing is working and people are complying. And that's what I will tell you. You see, all this robbery or crime you are hearing, they are not really that sophisticated like we take them to be. Then
All
be
this
mumu somehow.
money ritual, money
Now,
doctors.
all those ones don't. All those ones on the end. Governor said.
Écoutez.
Governor said it's not against. If they say they follow the news, governor says it's not against anybody. If you say they do this, money go full. He said all you want is to get you. You come.
Perform.
You do.
You have to perform.
You perform money full. He say you want. He say you want everybody in Anambra State to be billionaire. He say you go make the Dubai way they promise. You go easy. Say for him. He say, hey now. Yes, if you say you they cure this or you they cure that, it go connect you to the teaching hospital. Make them bring person where get that kind of disease. You
They
cure
need,
them. If you know
they
fit,
need to
no,
do
it's
with they need to do with pastors too. All these are pastors
no,
they do
no,
miracles. So
no.
you need to face them too.
Some pastors they don't tell them. If you say you touch person, it go heal this. You never born
You go
pikin for 20 years. You touch him, you get belle. You say we get some people, we go bring. No, this is what I'm telling you. It's a serious matter. Only that I don't know why it's not. It's a ask anybody from Anambra. It's taking root and it's working. So many people have run away. Some wrong go Asaba. The people in Asaba pass a law. Say if you want to do this, you are not from Asaba. They give you 24 hours to find your way, or else if they catch you, you are in. If you are doing it, you are from Asaba or you are from the area. You come and take license. They register, know what you are doing. You know, these people they are not. It's just our own is that let us enforce our law. That's all. The thing,
That is what we are lacking in that country. That's what we are
Henry,
lacking.
that's why I'm saying it every day. He said to make law no be problem for Nigeria. We know they enforce them. You know, Oyibo they good now because then they enforce their law. Look at the police officer that arrested people, the 7.something million they don't recover to. If he know they interested with his salary, we no go reach 200,000 or 100,000, but he's doing the job willingly. Don't you know that even if you induce them, no way, these people are going. So this is minus. And then because, yes.
Why you don't ask why we Africans will go to Western country? We don't know the law, but when we come there, everybody have factory reset.
Yeah. Do you know? Do you know why? Let me tell you. Let me tell you my experience in the UK. I went to post office. So when I reached there, people just they. I know say they come before me. I know come see queue, but people just they. So I just take idea, pretend like say I know compose letter because I've said why. I asked someone said, is the post office not working? He said it's working that you are behind this person. You see sense. They didn't line up, but they know who came before each other. That thing shocked me.
Yeah.
They did not stand in a straight line. No, in Nigeria, they go stand in a straight line. All of a sudden, they go they make noise. Then army go come use kubuku, come arrange people for some time. So, but this one, people just some they read newspaper, some they look at their phone. So I can't tell the person say it's the post office. Why are people like this? Is it not working? Because I saw the lady at the counter doing something. He said it's working. He said you just come. He said okay, you are behind this person. I'm behind. He just I can't say okay, and gradually everybody they go without talking. So that showed me. You see how organized then they.
Yes, you as a person who come from Africa, we integrate. Your mind will change there.
Yes, your mind go change.
The system will change you
All right,
automatically.
it's 5 minutes.
Okay. Do you know? Okay, yeah. Just 30 seconds. Let me go. Then I go. You see, do you know one thing I tell people? When you come to UK, by the time you pay fine because you didn't want park your car very well, do this, then go punish you through your. If you don't pay fine, you don't go to office to pay. They will give you one telephone number where you go call. Immediately you call that number, you go come on some credit for your phone, and you go there wait. Before you wait, if you cut them, that one don't go. You call again. So after you don't do all those things, tomorrow you go think say oh boy now wow. My mom will say you pay money where you pay no thank you because nobody they thank you. Say thank you for paying. So you go get sense, then go punish you through your pocket. Nigeria will never start. If we enforce our law where we don't get, it's enough. Nigeria will change. It's enough. If we enforce them, it's enough. Nigeria go change. But well,
you don't fight. You don't fight in the street here. You don't fight.
We go tell you.
When you go jail, you pay bills. Somebody go say if you walk again because you don't beat up. They go to pay for this person to become a pensioner.
Now for Igbo land, I see say person know the hurry to overtake another car when they drive.
No.
Even if na right, you go say make you pass because if you get traffic offense, you go think say you don't end. When you want do insurance for your car, so you go just rise. You go say, So which means now because of that traffic offense,
That's
they
a
see say
system that's a system that works.
That works. Yeah.
it's true, it's true. So when you hear that, that's why you go there drive. You want overtake, nobody go they say they go give you
Yeah.
For Nigeria,
For Nigeria, how many people
all of
have
them,
that? They go school for driving
they,
school. They go driving school for
all
Nigeria.
of
Then
them they
go
drive like animals for Nigeria.
animals.
Yes, because no insurance, you know they affect insurance. Try them for UK, you go pay tire.
So run and they run from them. So run. Make them not
Before
because
before
if they hit you, now you go suffer. If you hit, I don't understand. It's just something. It's crazy. They will hit you. They'll start begging. It's crazy, man.
No,
some
no
go
be so then,
some go tell
no be so, no be so then they do a Niger watch. My late uncle said, when you see those kind, yeah, they use one kind car where then go down one useless car, can't hit your better car. When they begin beg, he say immediately you come out, listen to their begging, you don't lose, pata pata. Now when you come out, you go someone courage, hammer them, any number of slap where you get, now be your gain. Hammer them, then go they say, oh, wait. Then go they beg you, you just they hammer and slap anyhow they shout. After that,
like
after you don't cool down.
The way Nigeria did, so you can't do that on CM because
yeah,
Maybe
my cousin within
wait,
Nigeria.
no, let person they talk now. Oga Henry. I notice whenever they talk, that time you want to talk, just hold on. Listen.
Egui, no verse.
Say the way Nigeria did so, everybody is angry and they hate rich people right now. The poor hate rich. So when you do that, you see more poor people will gather you. There's every possibility they'll even start fighting you there. So right now, what I notice in the time I spent in Nigeria is that the poor hate the rich. They just hate the rich. They don't like you. So you have to be careful with them. When you are going to any area in Nigeria, in Lagos, for example, you have to be careful where you are going. If it's an area where you need security, go with security, because security these days is not only maybe for you not to be kidnapped or be robbed. The poor now, they are getting angrier for a reason I don't know, and they are passing this anger on the rich. So just try to avoid them. No, they know.
Mr. Evans, Nigeria need a medical evaluation, mental evaluation.
Psychiatric evaluation. Psychiatric. It's true. It's true. It's true.
The country is messed up. The country is messed up. The country, I don't know what I want to describe that, man. Anyway, let's round up, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
I wish you a good night from here.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Eric. I appreciate this, my brother. Thank you, Oga CM, for your time. Thank you. Give us a mandate, White Panther, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you. Every one of you that came in that already left. I appreciate you all. Those of you that called into the show today, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, my wonderful people. I think I can't even remember the people that called in. I know Mr. Ben called in, Mother Deborah called in, Mr. Larry called in. Yeah, I think that's it. In case I'm not mentioning your name, is not intentional. Thank you so much, my people. And I got a super chat from Peggy Modi today. Thank you very much, Peggy Modi. Once again, I'm grateful, man. Thank you very much, everyone.
Do you know about the election?
No, not yet. They have not passed it. They have not passed it. We are waiting. Yeah. I'll pass the update. Yeah. So thank you very much, Mother, for all Mommy Diaspora. I appreciate you, Mommy, for all that you do. Thanks very much for your support always. Thank you very much. Oh, I just got a super chat now from Victor. Victor, thank you very much for the super chat. God bless you, my pocket never run dry. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Peg Modi once again. I love Maduka. Thank you so much. Victor, Renemark, Boss, thank you. Big Mac, thank you, my people. To Africa, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, Jedima, thank you very much. Kingston Gerahi, and many others right there. I appreciate you all. Pius Moye, and many, many more.
We've come to the end of this broadcast right now. Let's stand for what is right. Hopefully, we'll continue again from where we stop tomorrow by 7 p.m. And so we see my people. I just hope Natasha find justice, and if the investigation is real, but I don't think Natasha can be that bold and vibrant if she don't have evidence. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes, because her braveness is on the high side. Thank you anyway, my people. I appreciate you all. Nobody should call in now. We don't close. No, we're not taking calls anymore. But nevertheless, and God bless you now. Good night, my people, and bye for now.
Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé. Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé o. Bọ́rọ̀ mi rò, gbèjà mi jà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Bọ́rọ̀ mi rò, gbèjà mi jà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé. Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé o. Bọ́rọ̀ mi rò, gbèjà mi jà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Bọ́rọ̀ mi rò, gbèjà mi jà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o.
Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Ogogonorie me o afure norie me Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Ogogonorie me o afure norie me Oriona Yahvé Jesu me o. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu me o. Essa o Ogogonorie me o afure norie me Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu me o. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu. Essa o Oriona Yahvé Jesu me. Essa o Akpabio ni ogilelegia. Baba masu awe dobie. Ara